Hello and welcome to the party dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM Blake Peoples, and here's your cast. Yay! It's been
just
so
like
long.
Last week.
Just like
Show us the
last
beans.
week.
Show us the beans.
Peter.
Yeah,
All right,
show
hold
us
on.
the beans, Peter.
We'll pull out a bean, and we'll get a reference bean as well.
Oh,
Okay.
do you have normal sized jelly beans as well?
Gotta get
All right, hang on. We need some
Gotta get
props
that.
here.
Gotta get
Oh God, I'm spilling beans. I'm spilling beans
So,
everywhere.
for those of you watching this not live, Peter has some jumbo jelly beans that he's very excited to show to chat.
All right, so here we have the size of a normal jelly bean,
Sure.
and then here's the size of like a quarter for reference.
Uh-oh.
This is the jumbo bean.
That's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
bean!
Here's the quarter dwarf of the jumbo bean.
That
A
is
little
a
close up there.
big bean.
It's bigger than I want it to be.
That's a multivitamin.
It kind of
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
a really large vitamin.
Jeezy Pete.
That's a choking hazard.
I saw the last bag on the shelf and I was like, I gotta.
Not for children under 3 years old.
Yeah, warning, choking hazard.
Yep. I've learned at my new job that cutoff is 3. So.
The texture brought up to this size is not as good.
I can imagine. Hey, what's up? We're actually not here to talk about beans the whole time. We're here to play D&D, believe it or not. I know, it's been a very long time. But I'm excited, and I think everyone in the call is excited, and I hope...
How excited.
I'm very excited.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was excited once.
And then you met me.
I didn't like the no change in Phoenix's expression.
Oh, is this the stuff you told me I should stop saying live? He's thinking of a comeback. That's why he hasn't said anything. He's thinking of a good comeback. You can see it on his little face. Yeah, there it is.
Nope. No comeback. No comeback needed.
Thank you all for being here. Those of you who are here. Thank you, Tommy, for 11 months of subbage. One more sub until he is released. Cool.
Released from
Released.
what?
No, not Tommy.
Where?
He is released.
He.
Don't like.
Were you our first sub? You're one of them. You're probably gonna hit 12 first. Anyway, we're here to play D&D. It's been a little while, so let me give you guys a little recap about what happened. Not the players; they definitely know what happened, and for sure. But for you guys, chat and future viewers. So last time on Dungeon Party, the group was called out by a dragon for not doing a very good job on a job that they didn't really know they were doing in the first place. After getting called out like this, they decided to make their way back down to the south where a crystalline menace had taken over a small town and the land surrounding it. They were hesitant to go back for a minute there because many of them had died trying to fight this stuff earlier, but they felt stronger, almost as though they had leveled up since the last time. And decided to give it a good old try. They teleported into the middle of a giant crystalline tower that was being built, made their way downwards, and didn't do a falling puzzle.
Sorry.
Once they reached the bottom, they were met with the source of the crystal creatures, this indestructible crystal generator. They shut the thing down mostly and made their way back into the paradimension of 22, where they killed a couple small kobolds and Tether killed a dog and felt kind of bad about it. But once the dog died, the crystalline entities stopped being aggressive. We left our heroes as they were exiting the tower, speaking to the same dragon that called them out originally, who has now apologized for doing so, told them that they might not be the heroes of the realm, but they're the heroes of the day at least, and offered them a ride back to their school on his back. Yeah. So that's where we left off, as you guys were flying off on the back of a fucking dragon towards Hagen.
We ended on a freeze frame. of us going, ah!
Yeah.
Like the end of that one Harry Potter movie.
Yes, exactly. Heck yeah.
So, as you ride home on the back of Samarinth the Golden Dragon, some of you are inclined to look west towards the cave where this whole thing happened. And you can see from here, this entire section of land, almost as far as you can see, even from this incredibly tall vantage point, is now coated in purple crystals. The forest that once housed the tall spire is gone, replaced by a jagged field of gems. The mountains to the south of the forest look to be frozen in a battle with a purple enemy as the flow of crystals has collided with them and begun threatening to overtake them. The river that once ran through the valley is gone, likely pooling into a lake somewhere beyond the crystal's domain. As you look at this calcified expanse, glinting in the dying light of the evening sun, it's almost beautiful. Several hours pass as you're on Samarinth's back, an experience you're not likely to forget. It's somehow the scariest thing any of you has ever done, as well as the most comforting. Not for a minute do you think he would let any of you fall off, but at the same time, you're moving faster than most of you probably ever have before. By the time you make your way back to Hagen, night has fallen, though just barely. Turned a 2-day-long carriage ride into maybe a 2-hour-long flight. As you touch down at the gates of Hagen, Samarinth turns his massive serpentine head back to you and says, "I shall spread the word of your deeds this day. They will not be forgotten." Whoosh! And with one massive swipe of his wings, he is off into the sky once again. And you find yourselves at the gates of your school.
Bye, Dad.
Turn. That wasn't... I don't think that was your father.
I don't think so either. It just felt right in that moment.
Very well.
You know what feels right in this moment?
Singing a
Going to
song?
bed.
Oh.
I was gonna say being here with you guys, but yeah, bed is good too. I'm sleepy too.
Turn, maybe you could sing a song
All
as
right.
we walk.
Would you like a lullaby to help you go to bed?
Sure.
Oh,
Do we have-
the stars have come out tonight. It's time to lay your head down. We're all going to fall asleep and wake up in the morning.
That was lovely, Turn.
I just made that up, thanks.
Oh.
Cool. As Turn sings you a little song and you make your way back towards your dorm. Seems for the most part that the campus is going to sleep. You see a couple of guards up on the wall just like looking at you and then looking back towards the dragon and looking back at you. They're really not sure what to make of it, but I mean, they let you pass. They know who you are. As you reach the cottage, or your dorm, I guess, your house, you smell something delicious coming from inside.
Does it smell like a pastry or like a... This is the first two of my lullaby.
Yeah, it does.
It's the rap breakdown in the lullaby.
It does
Like
smell
Snoop Dogg.
like it does smell like pastry. Yeah.
Well, I have 3 guesses as to who that could be.
I really hope it's Chef and not Candy Kid. What was his name?
Oh,
Pell.
Mel.
I don't think it's either. I
Hell.
kicked down the door.
Swings open violently. And inside, I mean, it's your living room, but on the kitchen counter, there is a basket of baked goods and 5 mugs of hot cocoa, each of them with a Magitech ice cube, or heat cube, in them to keep them warm.
Ice cubes and hot cocoa.
Yeah. There is a note, a little piece of paper folded next to the basket.
Looks like a job for one of the readers. Shanti, here you go.
It reads, "To my darling students, congratulations on your big day. Your hero's already in my heart. Love, Mrs. Lee."
It doesn't say to my darling chickadees, it's probably fake. Check for poison. No, I'm just joking, they're fine. I reach and grab a scone.
Delicious, as always.
Too delicious.
I will also eat a scone. Oh,
There's Maya. Going behind.
what's going on back there?
I've missed Maya a lot.
She's gonna take that whole divider down.
Yeah, she might actually.
Septon will ask through a mouthful of scone. Sure, we have like clash tomorrow.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It is currently. Well, actually, you might not. The calendar page. No, it's Friday. You're off tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh shit, do I have work tomorrow?
I mean, it's Saturday, so you probably do.
Not in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking to sleep in and
Sleep in
not
where?
do anything.
Not in the house?
No, it means like sleep into the day.
Sleep late.
Open my book. This needs updating. Okay, I'm gonna take some extra scones so I can scatter them around our floor,
Great.
our bedroom floor, for all the bugs to eat.
Bugs are gonna get that.
No, hopefully they'll multiply.
Hmm.
That sounds wonderful.
Can't wait for boys' room to be the cleanest room in the house.
It already is.
Yeah, Sean D lives there.
Cool. So you eat your scones, drink your hot chocolate, and head to your rooms.
Yeah.
Both of you have a little surprise waiting for you in your room. You want the good one or the bad one first?
Bad.
Okay, boys' room.
Uh-oh.
As you walk into your room, who do you think would be going in first? Actually, this kind of matters.
Can we Three Stooges through the door?
Yeah, you all just bang.
We wedged.
You see in the center of the floor a very familiar hourglass. Just sitting there.
Oh,
Well, hello there.
Took you long enough to get back.
Yeah, we had a couple of things to deal with. How did you get back here?
Oh, you released me. I can go where you go.
Alright, why do you keep following us around? What do you
Because I
want?
owe you a debt. I'm around to stay, and I have no intention of leaving until I can return the favor that you gave me by releasing my hourglass from my earthen prison.
can we do this in the morning?
What do you mean, do this in the morning? I've been waiting here all day!
So it wouldn't hurt you to wait a little longer.
I suppose it is my favor to give to you. So, if you'd like to wait until tomorrow, then I suppose we can arrange that.
Alright, sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning.
Maybe.
You'll have to sleep on the floor.
Wait, hang on.
Sort of just a stunned silence from this hourglass. Did not see this going this way.
Shandi and Turn, could we perhaps chat in the living room?
Can you hear us if we're in the living room?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, can you
I-
hear us from the living room?
No.
Oh, he can follow us.
Oh.
We already know that.
Listen, I don't know what there is to discuss. I'm here to offer my services. You see, this hourglass may be a prison for me, but it holds great power. Power that I would allow you to use.
Like, the power
kind of
to-
stuff- Yeah, what can you do?
Can you make us fly?
I can't make you fly, but I can do something pretty incredible.
How are you at removing curses?
Oh, I am not in the business of removing curses.
Good thing none of us have a curse.
I didn't like the way you said that.
I'm a demon! What do you expect?
A what, man?
Anyway, my hourglass. Some of my essence has seeped into this hourglass, and as such, my, prodigious influence can be used with the hourglass. Flip it over, and for 10 minutes, every sentient creature in a 1-mile radius will be charmed into reveling. And this isn't like your petty, normal charming magic. There is no protecting from my charm. Revelry is my specialty, and I know how to get people partying.
Us included?
Well, are you sentient?
You know, that's an interesting thing to ask Turn.
No thanks, I already ate.
Well, keep it in mind. I'll be with you wherever you go. Don't you worry. I'd like to see the world. It's been so long since they stuck me in that cave wall. So if you ever have need of me,
Dragon? Oh, sorry.
I didn't see that. No, I was here. But if you ever get a dragon ride again, I'll be there for it. In all honesty, I need to pay you back. You've done me quite a service. It was getting boring in that cave wall. No one in there, no one to corrupt, no one to party with. Oh, and you may call me Balthazar.
Balthazar?
Obviously not my true name, but you know, a demon's gotta be careful.
Alright, well, you can call me Turn.
I will.
Can Septon see if he knows any stories?
Yeah, make a history check, I'll call it.
Yeah, see if he remembers any fables or anything about let's say a demon named Balthazar.
Mm-hmm.
I assume demons come up in stories from time to time. That's an 8.
No. I mean, you've heard the name Balthazar in stories, but
not in any way that would make sense here.
Yeah, it wouldn't really connect.
Shanzi, should we talk to somebody about this?
Well, I have to be completely honest. This is the hourglass you mentioned when I came back. Right?
Oh shit! Right, you weren't here for
We
that.
left this back with the elves. I don't really know how it got here.
Oh, you
Yeah, we have
did.
to-
But
How are the elves doing?
just in general?
Yeah, when you left, were they all good?
Elves continue to be elves. Oh yeah, well there was that one who she saw my true form, and in the eyes of her peers she went a bit mad, but really she was telling the truth.
Don't remember what she was saying.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wait. Was she the one who was saying that the moon goddess is trapped? Was it a moon goddess trapped in the hourglass?
It was Carlin Larethian, basically the patron deity of elves, whose symbol is sometimes a moon.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we played this game first, but I'm pretty sure that's the exact plot of the Dota anime. That an elf is convinced that their god is trapped, somewhere, and it's like a moon
Is
god.
it in an hourglass?
Not an hourglass.
Do
No.
I gotta check my email for Netflix's lawyers, or?
Yeah. Here comes Val.
You can get Netflix to sponsor us.
Oh yeah. Bright futures on Netflix.
All the
Boy.
bright
Please
futures.
look forward to it.
Sorry, we're sorry for the weird diversion. I don't know, Sheena told us that if we had problems like this, but this seems a little out of Sheena's repertoire. I want to go to bed.
Oh, by all means, don't prevent me from helping you go to sleep. In fact, you guys are all feeling very tired, suspiciously tired.
Alright, Hourglass, Balthazar. You're not gonna do anything while we sleep, are you?
I'm in an hourglass. What could I do?
That's not the answer.
The suspicions of youth, how I've missed them.
So not an answer. Alright, who do we know who might know about this? Is our Brahmin Elitha back? How long's it been? 2 days?
Since you left campus? You left campus this morning. You went to the Capitol. You went straight.
Oh, that's right. Like a week passed between us seeing Brahmin Elitha.
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks.
Alright.
I lost track of time. Una! Acceptance.
Well, if you're going for Uno, we'll switch over to girls' room because something's going on there as well.
I'll be right back.
So as the two,
Right before my big scene.
He doesn't care about women.
so as the two of you head into your room, Tether, you notice that there are 3 acorns on your windowsill that weren't there before.
There are acorns here. I don't know, like, the signals of the acorn gang. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if, like, we're at war, or they're like,
well-
we missed you.
Well, acorns are generally the majority of squirrels' food. So if somebody offers you their own food, I feel like that's a good thing. Because, yeah.
Oh, do you want to eat it?
No, I don't want to eat it. I'm trying to explain to you that I believe it's a good sign.
I'm just gonna peek out my head out the window.
And it's just them saying hello.
You see
and, like,
sitting on one of the leaves, the leader of the acorn gang.
Do I have spell slots? Do I have spell slots? I do not.
Uh-oh.
I can wait 10 minutes and ritually do it.
I mean, if you wanna.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Cool. So you begin that. Then we can while you're waiting, while you're ritually casting, Una, you hear Septon just yell, "Una!" from boys' room.
Yes.
You're muted.
Muted. Oh, I guess he doesn't need me. Okay.
Come here. We gotta show you something.
Can I get a category?
Something bad.
Oh, fuck. Go in there. Oh. Great.
Balthazar's back.
And it has a name now.
I've always had a name.
Don't talk to me. So, what did it say?
I don't know. It owes us. We can deal with it in the morning. Actually, no, it didn't agree to not do anything tonight.
Oh, I told you. I'm just an
I don't
hourglass. What could I do?
Not believing you. Okay.
What do you think,
Can we
Colrell?
decline the offer? It doesn't.
The substitute teacher?
Colrell, we already asked a huge favor from Colrell. Didn't we?
He's transporting a cryptal body for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right.
And also fucking Johnson, but that's just different.
It's not a favor to us.
How's that a favor to us?
That's a favor to
Colrell.
And Johnson.
Yeah, it's a favor to Johnson. Let's be honest.
Okay. I mean, what about our substitute teacher named something?
Agile Mask, the Tabaxi,
No. The
Realme
one who's-
du Vilcairn.
Realme du Vilcairn, who doesn't like us much.
Yep. No, if we give it to her, she'll immediately just cancel the program and
Oh,
I
shit,
don't know,
you're
kill
right.
us.
I
I feel okay.
Sheena said to like bring up when there's bad shit going on, but I feel like cursed object, allegedly. Sorry, Balthazar.
No, I'm not cursed. I'm just a demon trapped inside an hourglass. Curses are a whole different thing.
Point is, it sounds a little out of Sheena's repertoire.
But Sheena might know somebody.
No, Sheena will get Realme Duville Cairn in here.
Will she? I feel like Realme and Sheena would not get along.
I don't know, Sheena's all like by the books.
Yeah, but not
Acting
by, like,
Commander Realme.
but not by like the bitchy books. Had to be said, sorry.
Listen, I'm trying to do you all a favor here.
Dip.
Trying to repay the favor you did for me. I don't
So is it
understand
something-
all this bad blood.
Is it something specific, or can we, like, request what the favor is?
Oh, the favor is use of my hourglass.
Oh.
What?
So if we don't do
does
it,
do?
you just hang out?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So
Oh.
what does it do?
It starts a party in a 1 mile radius. A non-consensual party.
The
You don't get to
Best
choose if you
party
join in the party.
you'll ever
And-
be at.
And then what happens?
What do you mean,
Hmm.
and then what happens?
You could say a party. What's involved in the party?
Well, whatever the participants want to be involved. I don't force people to do things, I just get them in a partying mood. What they do from there, entirely up to them.
I mean, as long as we don't flip the hourglass, nothing's gonna happen. Correct, Balthazar?
Yes, the hourglass won't do anything. Unless you use it.
Okay. So we just don't use it until we can figure out somebody to talk to us about it, and then... Is Turn asleep?
I don't know, is he?
I don't.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, Turn is asleep.
Wow.
And the rest of you are feeling very, very drowsy.
I really want to join in with Turn's activities there of being asleep. Can we do this in the morning?
I'll be here.
Could I suggest we take shifts? I just
mean-
don't like it.
I can be awake in 4 hours.
Oh, I can take first shift.
I have polishing to do anyway, so I could stay for those 4.
That sounds like you got it covered, but if you need me to step in for any reason, you know where I am.
Alright, I'll be back. I'll take it. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Tether has a thing.
Tether, it's probably you're probably done ritually casting at this point.
So sorry to make you wait so long. It's been a long day.
Yeah, no problem. You know, it's all right. I just wanted to come, fill you in on a couple of things.
On
As
a
a member
couple-
of the Acorn Gang.
Oh, fill me in. Like,
Uh-huh.
feed me the acorns.
No, tell you information about our whereabouts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a couple of things. Our base has moved. There's a bunch of big people coming in and out of our base all of a sudden, so we've moved our base.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Where did you move it to?
You see that big tree? And he points to just a tree near the study tower.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh wow. I'm surprised. I feel like turf is so heavily
We fought tooth
contested
and nail for it. It was, we had to show them the Acorn Gang serious.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Topic number 2. A forest sprouted around your house.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, you can just make forests happen?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should ask you to make us a new turf instead of, losing several members of our crew to get the new one. But we know
Well, I
for the
wasn't
future.
here.
What?
Well, I wasn't here, so
Oh, yeah.
if you want, you can move in here.
We might. But we also might not because, this number 3, Earlier today, there were a bunch of shady-looking guys snooping around the house. And I wanted to let you know that, because us Acorn Gang fellas look after each other.
Shady-looking guys?
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you mean? What were they doing?
Well, I don't know, they were looking around I can't really understand most people like you, so I don't know what they were saying, but they were looking around the place.
Did they put anything in here, or did they take anything?
Well, when they started coming in, I went to go to find you, but you weren't here, so I've been looking for you ever since, pretty much.
When did they come?
I don't know, a couple hours ago?
And they came into this building.
Yeah.
Were they carrying anything, like scones?
Yeah, in a basket. And at this point, all of you fall unconscious. It's probably, I'd say Septon's likely the last to go, but this drowsiness has been creeping up on you ever since you got home. The poison did in fact come into effect. Your joke was correct. One by one. You all.
I technically never said I ate one, but
Oh, well.
I don't want to be that person.
I don't know if you can say Septon is the last to go, because he probably had like a few.
Yeah, but you're a Fey ancestry, so sleeping affects, even if they're non-magical.
Oh.
This is not a magical
Am I?
sleep. Yeah, you're an elf.
No, yeah, I can't be put to sleep by magic.
And it's not magic, though. It's a toxin.
Are you saying that it didn't say chickadees and that was a clue?
Yes. That was a clue. And you caught it. No, don't leave.
I'm split in twain. I'm turned now. Oh no.
Sure was.
Gotta move back to Septon.
All right. You all fall asleep. Let me play some. Okay. Sean D.
Mm-hmm.
Your sleep is interrupted by a very cold sensation on your throat. Wearily, drowsily, you struggle to open your eyes, and you see that you're lying on the ground in your room. You see Septon in turn also in the same position, though to your throat is a knife. The man with the knife to your throat is a bald, muscular man with dark 5 o'clock shadow. He's dressed in black and brown leather armor with a very high collar, just barely too short to fully cover what is likely a tattoo on his neck. He says, Master Sean D, it's been quite a while. I do apologize for such a rude awakening as well as sleeping, but you know, we've all bills to pay.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Aye. Lad, I don't blame you for forgetting my face. As a matter of me job, I've got a very forgettable one. But we did know each other, once upon a time. And we've a mutual friend, one who wants to speak to you.
Oh, I think I can guess who that might be.
Aye, you always were a bright lad. No, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, but making too much of a fuss here would end fairly poorly for your friends. Not these friends, mind you, they're too important, but others.
I catch your meaning.
Right. Well then, you'll apologize. I apologize in advance for the manhandling, but I've a job to do, and I suppose in this situation, so do you.
So I suppose you'll be taking me then?
Aye, not too far though, lad. Not too far. He sort of pushes you up to your feet, keeping the knife to your throat. You smell strange scent, vaguely familiar, but nothing you can place. As another man, dressed in a cloak, you can only see a very pointy chin, steps around the corner, gingerly stepping over where Una passed out in the hallway. It smells strongly of fermentation. Just sort of beckons for you to follow, and the two men escort you out the front of the door. You notice that as you exit, there are no guards on the walls. It is conspicuously empty on the estate. They take you around to the back of the house where a boat has been moored to the dock. Not to just to the shore. Man says, "Now, if you don't mind, hop on in."
Well, very well.
You step in, the men follow you, and you notice as you begin to row out to the center of the lake that there is an area of condensed fog near the middle of the lake. They row the boat outwards for a while until you can begin to make out through the fog that there is another shape out in the center of the lake, another boat, upon which two figures sit. As you get closer, you notice one of them is a woman with an eye patch and 3 lip piercings of different color, gold, silver, and a strange blue metal that you haven't seen before. The other is dressed in Hagen Guard armor, but with a bag over their head. The bald man rows you out to the other boat and climbs into it. The man who smells of fermentation stays sitting next to you, and you can tell by his pose that even though you can't see any weapons on him, he is ready to strike if he needs to. Climbs over and starts digging into the bottom of the boat and says, "Sorry for the delay, lad. It's been, threats don't usually happen over long distances, but when the pay's right, the pay is right." There it is. And he pulls up from the bottom of the boat what looks to be a mirror. "Right then, our mutual friend wants to speak to you. Now, in my experience, it pays to be polite during these sorts of situations, but it's your life on the line, or should I say, his." And he sort of nods his head to the figure with the bag over his head. "So, your call." The mirror shimmers briefly before becoming an image, unsurprisingly, of Althea Resk, sitting in front of a roaring fireplace upon a beautiful leather chair. He says, "Why, hello, my erstwhile ward. I'm sure you're surprised to hear from me. As you know, I do not give second chances. In fact, had you not gone and made a hero of yourself this afternoon, you would be dead by this time of night. Unfortunately, that damn program seems to actually be teaching you a thing or two, and you're suddenly too important for me to just have killed. But that doesn't mean there aren't others around you that can't meet their end to generate the same effect." At this, the pierced woman pulls the bag off of the head of the individual, Johnson, revealing him to be bruised, battered, and bloody, mostly unconscious. "A wise man keeps a close eye on the things he invests in, and an even wiser man keeps investing in the hiring process. If this man were to die tonight, no one would blink an eye, except, of course, you and your contemporaries. Now, Shandi, I do not take well to my generosity being thrown back in my face. You are where you are today, nay, alive today, because of me. And to rescind your loyalty to me on a whim is, well, it would be laughable were it not so insulting. You belong to me, Shandi, and the only time that changes is when I decide it does. Death, friendship, accomplishment, love, none of these things release you from my possession. I do. Are we clear?"
Yes, Lord Resk. I understand your point of view on this.
You understand my point of view, or you're willing to comply? Those are very different things, my boy.
I'm willing to comply under certain terms.
Terms! What makes you so high and mighty? I found you on the streets. I made you into what you are today. You think you can come to me with terms? The terms are this: you belong to me, and if you attempt to do anything otherwise, Your life and the life of those around you is forfeit. How are those for terms, boy?
Well, I think they are exceedingly fair. But I would like to offer an alternate suggestion.
You're lucky that your little escapade with your contemporaries has done well for my stock. Fine. Enlighten me. What is your offer?
I provide for you one final act of service. Anything you name. Make it a death sentence if you want me dead so bad. But once that service is completed, whether it's in my death or to whatever ends you determine it completed, you leave me and my friends alone.
Now, Shandi, you know that I negotiate for a living. And when someone offers me something so unbelievably beneath me, and so far above their position to offer, I can't help but find it humorous. I warn you, Shandi. It does not make sense for me to give you one final task, when I could instead continue to give you tasks as long as I'd like. Are you sure you'd like to make this offer?
No, the way I see it, it's the only offer I can make.
Our mutual friends will deliver my answer. And whoom, with the shimmer, he disappears. The bald man says, "Right, lad. Well, I've seen people handle themselves worse."
A lifetime of practice, I suppose.
Well, you're free to go. And the man who smells of fermentation steps into the other boat. The oars have been left in yours.
Oh, is Johnson in the boat with me or no?
No. Johnson is in their boat.
And him?
Oh, right. We got to give you the answer. And with one kick, he pushes Johnson into the lake, and they begin to row away. Johnson begins to sink like a stone as he is in full armor. And they're rowing away. What do you want to do?
I need to ask a rules question about Echo Knight.
Okay.
When I switch places with my Echo, if I'm holding onto somebody, will they switch with me?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna dive in after him.
You dive in. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay. 15.
15. You managed to... Let me get my dice out, actually. You managed to make your way to his swiftly sinking form without too much trouble. You're not crazy beneath the water at this point, but you have reached him. What do you want to do?
If I can sort of get a handle on him, I want to try to undo at least some pieces of his armor to lighten the load.
All right. Make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Okay. My first roll was a 19 natural. My second roll was a 4. With my modifier, it's a 7.
4. Yeah, 7, you're fumbling around, but under the water, and he's continuing to pull you down, so you're like having to swim to keep up with him. You're not getting this armor off in any easy way.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to... Would I be able to call my Echo in to have the strength of 2 people lifting him?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do that then.
Alright. Make an athletics check at advantage.
8.
At advantage?
Yep.
All right,
I rolled 2 sevens.
You pull your echo in, but both you and it are tired. You've been drugged. You've gone through hell today, and you're not able to really pull it up. And through your exertions, you're beginning to run out of air as well.
Okay. This is fine. Fuck. Okay. Change of strategy. Instead of trying to pull him up, I want to sort of try to alter our trajectory to make it so we're going towards the shore.
Okay.
In an attempt to try to maybe reach some shallows.
All right. Athletics advantage again. You are in like the center of the lake right now, though.
13.
13. Yeah, you feel like you're making some progress, but you're getting deeper and deeper. It's getting darker and darker. You can't tell if it's because you're starting to run out of air or because of the depth, but it's hard to see at this point.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I'm gonna just keep trying. I'm gonna keep pushing it. I don't want him to.
All right.
I don't want to let him go.
Make one more.
15.
15. You reach down deep within yourself and you begin pulling him upwards. You're making slow progress, but you are making progress towards the surface. You want to keep on this path or anything you want to change?
I'm just gonna keep on this path.
All
Yeah.
right, one more athletics check.
15 again.
15. All right. So, it is not as quick as you want it to be. It takes quite a long time, but you do manage to make your way back up to the surface. You breach, and you pull him up, and he's not breathing. You're still a ways into the middle of the lake. But you are at the surface. Both you and your echo just struggling to keep him aloft in his armor.
I'm gonna make an attempt to call. Ah, shit! They're all asleep. Fuck. Wait, what about? My boat is still out here.
You're not all that close to it anymore, but it is out here, yeah.
Am I close to the shore or to the boat?
You're closer to the boat for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to get him on the boat then.
Yeah, anything you're doing at this point is taking quite a while, but you do manage to get him up into your boat.
Okay, and then in that case, I don't think I'm equipped to resuscitate him. I'm gonna try to row back to shore.
Yeah, you row back to shore. That's quicker than anything else you've done today, but like he is not breathing at the moment. You make your way back. You land your boat on shore.
I am gonna run back into the house and try to wake up the rest of the crew.
Cool. Who are you getting first?
I'm gonna say I'm going for Septon first.
All right. Yeah, you run in and you run into Septon, and with enough shaking, you can get him up.
Septon, Johnson.
Oh, fucking head.
Yes, I'll explain that later. Johnson is not breathing. He's on the beach. He needs help.
Fuck.
We have to wait
Yeah,
the
no,
others.
I'm on it. I run to my bag, I grab the minor healing potion that never got used, and I book it out the door.
Cool. Yeah, you run up while you start waking everyone else up. Septon, you run out, and you see that this waterlogged Johnson is laying in a rowboat on the shore.
Oh, that's not good.
Still unmoving.
Can I? No, we don't have to do that. pour the healing potion down his throat. I'm not gonna take the time to see if he's.
So you open his mouth and water just starts pouring out of his throat. Yeah, he's. His,
all right, well, hey, hold on.
And throat are full of water.
I have a first level spell slot back, so I'm just gonna go Johnson.
So the issue here is it's not damage. He has not been damaged at all. He is suffocating at the moment from the water.
You gotta give him that mouth to mouth, baby.
He's in armor. I can't do.
You need him.
All right. Let me see here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
This is a little goofy. We're gonna see if this works. Oh, that takes a long time. Shit. Okay. No, damn. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to make a medicine check to see if I can. I don't know if Septon would know anything about first aid.
Okay, you can make a medicine check. I'm gonna say the DC for this would normally be 10, but since he's been unbreathing for like a number of minutes at this point, it is going to be 15.
Can I burn a spell slot and cast on myself enhance ability?
Sure can.
And enhance oh, this feels like cheese. But can I enhance?
It'd be wisdom for medicine.
Yeah, can I enhance wisdom?
Yeah, you can. That's not just cheese.
Advantage.
Yeah.
It's just advantage on wisdom checks.
I'm gonna say
cheese or cheating?
Cheese.
I said cheese. I said cheese, not cheating.
He's been unbreathing for a long time. If this check fails, he will die.
Yep. I had a feeling. Alright, well. Advantage. I don't have great medicine.
You got
I'm
it.
usually just the magic healer.
Got it.
Come on, advantage. I rolled 2 6s, so that's a 6.
As you attempt to press on his stomach, you put your mouth up to his mouth and try to shake him around, but he doesn't seem to respond to anything.
Septon is going to sit down next to him, put his head in his hands, and wait for Shandi to get back over to him.
Yep. I assume you're waking everyone else up and bringing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all rush out, and you see Septon sitting there looking sort of defeated.
Sorta.
A little under the weather.
Probably the most down we've seen Septon.
Yeah. You see just water dripping off of Johnson's bruised face.
I tried.
We find someone.
Sheena, I guess.
Yeah. But I
Colville?
could maybe I could try to find Mrs. Lee. We could split up.
Alright, yeah, I'll go for Sheena. She told me to come to her if something bad happens. I don't know what happened, John D.
I'll explain it later.
Yeah.
Alright.
No worries.
It's too late now, but Tether's gonna start using her shape water cantrip to get water out of his throat.
As you pull water out of him, but he's gone.
Yeah.
I was debating waking up Tether or Septon first. Damn it.
Tether probably would have been the better bet. I was reading the mending cantrip and I was like, clean an object in a room of water.
You're clean.
So who's
and
going
alive.
where?
I'll go for Sheena, because I do that every time.
I'll go for Mrs. Lee.
Okay.
I don't think she lives.
She
Does
lives.
she live
She
on-
lives off campus, but
Oh, right. Then I'll try to find anyone.
cool. What are Tether and Turn up to, and Shandi?
I think I'm gonna stick around the body.
Cool.
Well, Tether's gonna ritually cast Gentle Repose.
Cool. As you like
Is any-
pull him out of the boat, and the grass begins to grow like flowers around him.
Is anyone else leaving? Or
Yeah.
Just
What are
me.
you up to, Turn?
I guess I'm also going to stay at the body and wait for them to bring people back.
I'll put whispers on Septon and Shandi, and Tether, because I can now do 3 people. For like the next 6 hours. Lucky us. The one time it probably doesn't help, but
Cool.
so you can talk if need be.
Septon, you run to Sheena's office right away. You bang on the door, and the door opens up, and you see a half-orc man that you've like vaguely seen around before. He says, "Yeah."
Where's Sheena? Johnson's injured. Johnson.
She's off for the night.
Yeah, no, you gotta come quick. Johnson got hurt. I don't really know what happened. I woke up.
Johnson was
'Cause-
with his blast ball buddies from the old days.
Look, all I know is Johnson might be dead. You gotta come with me. I woke up. I was asked to heal
Right.
somebody. My head's pounded. Come here.
Oh, all right. I'll follow you. And he comes with you. Una, like where you run around. I mean, there's nobody out and about.
If like 5 minutes pass by and I haven't found anyone, I'll just
There are lights on in Colrill's house. There are lights on in the library, and in the dining hall as well.
What's closest to me? What would be closest?
The
from
library
where
would be the closest.
Then I'll go to library.
Cool. Yeah, you run into the library and you see the lights are on. There's like a couple people milling around. The only one you really recognize is Ellie, the nasally girl with the big glasses from Felfrit. She has like 2 big stacks of books.
Hello? Anyone with healing abilities I can explain later?
A lot of blank faces staring back at you, looking like a little nervous. Ellie says, Uda, what's wrong?
Johnson's in big trouble.
I don't know who that is, but
One of the guards.
I don't know any healing magic, but I could go try to find somebody who does.
Great. Meet us by the lake. Where are we exactly?
You're
By
just
the
in the
lake?
lake. Yeah, you're by the lake.
Cool.
Are you okay?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
But
all right. I'll go look for somebody.
thank you. I'm gonna message Septon, like, did you find anyone?
Not Sheena.
Well, it's someone. I'll head back. Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah. Okay. And she's like stacking her books and just sort of standing up, looking around, and going.
I'll head back. Sorry.
Cool. You make it back, probably right around when Septon is making it back as well. With this guy's like, right, that is a member of our guard. And he steps down. And he puts his finger to his neck. Yeah. Well. Why don't you all head back into your house? We'll have the guards look into what happened to you.
Well, I just reposted him, so if we can find someone with any resurrection magic, he'll be okay.
I just kind of screamed into the library. Somebody said they'd find someone.
Yeah.
I panicked.
Well, at the moment, we've got a bit of a crime scene on our hands, so I think it'd be better if you go inside, and I can handle it from here.
So the
Okay.
priority is finding someone with a resurrection magic, right?
I mean, I don't know how lucky we're going to be with that, but I'll send the word out. Really, the priority is making sure nobody else gets killed in this way tonight. So, I'll send someone in to question you in a couple of minutes, so don't go to sleep.
All right.
Slowly start walking back.
It's all gonna be okay, guys.
Can we see the crime scene from our place?
Yeah, it's like right out
So-
your back window.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna post up by the window and
Oh, yeah.
just look out.
You see several other guards come and join and start like looking around. One of them gets in the boat and starts rowing out into the middle. You also see a little while later Ellie come running down with Casimir Orion, the headmaster, more or less, of the program. He looks around, he shakes his head. You don't hear what he says, but he murmurs some things to Ellie.
Can I see him?
Oh, yeah. Because you've got that lip reading. He says to Ellie, "Well, this is quite a shame. You'd think, with the money I spend on guards, something like this wouldn't be permitted to happen, but perhaps it's not my money that caused this." He looks pretty angry. He's like a weird dude who's hard to read usually, but you can see like he's clenching and unclenching his fist. He seems kind of pissed. About an hour passes, half an hour passes before a couple of guards pick up Johnson's body and start moving it away. One of them, a half-elven woman, comes and knocks on your door.
I'll go answer it.
Cool. She opens the door and says, "Hi, sorry to intrude, but I need to ask you all a couple of questions about what happened tonight."
Yeah.
If you could get your classmates and we could meet in the living room here.
I'll gather everyone.
All right. So, can you just explain to me just explain to me what you saw tonight.
Okay, I'll start first. Well, we got back from our mission
On the dragon, yeah, we all saw
dragon.
that.
And we all got to our place, and we found a basket of stuff from that we thought was from Mrs. Lee, and I guess we all nibbled a little bit, and we went upstairs, and I went into my room, and I started talking to some of the squirrels. And the squirrel said that there are some suspicious characters who entered our house and left them there. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up to Shandi waking me up. And we went outside, and he was dead out on the boat on the lake. And I got the water out of him. And then I gently reposted him. So all we have to do is find someone within the next 10 days with a resurrection spell, and everything will be okay. So I think that should be the #1 priority.
Thanks. Shandi, could you tell me what happened to you tonight?
I was awakened, I suppose, first, and pulled out into the lake. And they had orders for me, and when I refused to comply, they pushed him in, I suppose, as punishment.
Who were these people?
No, I don't know.
All right. Well, if you could give us physical descriptions, any emblems, insignias.
No, there was one with piercings, 3 colors.
Okay. And she pulls out a notebook and starts taking notes.
They were what, black, white, and blue.
Gold, silver, and blue, I believe.
Gold, silver, and blue. Sharp jaw on one, neck tattoo on another.
Neck tattoo of what?
I couldn't quite make it out. He was wearing a high collar, but I could tell it was there.
All right. And 3 of them.
I believe so. Yes.
And did they seem to be working on their own with someone else? Any reason? Have you seen these people before? Any reason they'd be upset with you?
No, they were complete strangers to me. I couldn't tell you what they wanted.
Very well. Well, you should all get some rest. Don't worry, we'll figure out who did this, make sure nothing like this happens again. I understand that you were all close with Johnson. Most I can say right now is he knew the dangers of the job. He knew how high profile this place was, so... Not that any of us signs up and expects this, but he knew the risks. See what we can do about that resurrection magic, but it's not the most common thing around, so...
I mean, is there a temple? There's a magic college nearby.
Yeah. Zymor's not exactly the most religious place.
Well, we have 10 days.
We'll see what we can do, but don't get your hopes up. Get some rest, if you can.
I mean, we've got the money. That's the problem.
We'll see what we can do. For now, just worry about getting some rest. You're going to need your strength.
I suppose there's some evidence. Where the food?
For the most part, it's still on the counter.
Yeah, that's poisons. Well, laced with something.
All right,
So
well,
that might be evidence there.
Take that. She goes over for it and puts it into her hands. Says, "Thank you. We'll look into this. I promise you can sleep easy. We're gonna double the guard. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay?" And she turns to go. And you're left alone in the house.
Without a word, I think Shanti is just gonna walk upstairs.
I'll talk to Colville and the headmaster tomorrow about the resurrection thing as well. I'll bring the money too, in case, or like one of the diamonds, just in case is what is needed.
Do we have time?
Yeah, there was
3
astral
red.
diamonds.
They're not astral diamonds. There are 3 red diamonds in the chest.
Oh,
How much money was in the chest, or did we leave it in the chest?
You never counted.
Whatever, it's in our house. It's fine.
yeah. And we'll figure this out.
Yeah, I guess we will. I'm gonna go to bed.
Same.
Okay.
Septon's gonna somberly go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna be blue tomorrow. Literally.
Turn, what are you up to?
Bed.
Cool. You'll have the bed. For the first purposeful time tonight. Unless you want to do something else, Michael.
I'm trying to think. I think Tether would want to be productive and go to Colville now, at least.
Okay. Cool. You head on out and you head over to Colrell's house. You knock on the door. There is no answer, but you can hear Colrell humming from inside.
Colrell.
Don't you know what time it is? Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I do know. It's nighttime.
Yes, it is, Tether.
There's something really important.
All right. And the door opens and like a robe is being hastily thrown on.
Okay, so long story short, Johnson's dead, and but I stopped his decay and everything. So we have like 10 days to find someone with the requisite skills. And I thought, oh well, somebody knows someone, and you might know people. And we also have a lot of money that is needed. We learned about bribery in your class, and also
Tether. Is this the first friend of yours who's died?
No, I've had a lot of friends die.
All right, then sometimes it's just their time. It's a shame. I saw a lot of promise in him, but I found it's often better to let dead things lie.
Are you saying you don't have the skills and or knowledge to do it?
Me personally, no. That's not my skill set.
No, I said find people and bring them.
Well, Tether. Bringing someone back to life is, I don't want to say this too strongly, but a bit of an affront to the natural order of things. The powers that be, and they look up sort of towards the sky, tend to frown on that sort of thing.
Well, I've been brought back to life at least twice.
Yes, but Tether, you and I are infernal creatures. When we get brought back, we come back different. I don't think you want to bring back Johnson different, and I don't think he'd want to come back different either.
You brought Sean D back.
I suppose.
And who else died? Someone else died.
Me.
Yeah, and Septon.
Well, good for them, and if you'd like to try to bring them back, I say go for it, but I'll be taking a step back from here. I make it my business not to anger powerful entities as much as I can.
Okay, but as your student and you're my teacher, how about I make it my project, and can you at least get me on the right path? Also, if you want a bribe, I can bribe you.
I don't need a bribe, Tether. Give me some time to process it, but bring it up next week in class, and we'll see how I'm feeling.
Like I said, there is a time limit of 10 days.
Well, next class is on Monday, so it's well within.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope your night is well, and if some gold were to drop in your lap or a favor to be done, I'm gonna wink right now. Let me know.
Big tip: never promise a favor to a fiend. It never ends well.
Oh, but you just said I'm an infernal, and people promise things to me all the time. And
yes,
it works out.
You're a product of infernals. You're not an infernal yourself. But we'll talk about this in class on Monday.
Okay.
I appreciate you attempting to use the things I've taught you. Very good. Good marks. Oh. And they shake your hand.
Awesome.
Now sleep.
Okay.
Now go to sleep, you little mushroom.
Okay. Also, do you think it'd be smarter to also go to the headmaster about this?
It seems connected.
Do you think I should go now?
I'd say give it some time. Not too much time, obviously. Time limit. Go tomorrow.
Does he sleep?
I don't know. Somewhere in there. And they point at the main building.
Okay, so tomorrow I'll knock on every door?
Yeah, you can ask around. I'm sure someone knows.
I'll probably just knock on every door. But thank you so much.
You do that, Tyler.
I'll come back. We'll see you on Monday, or if you have a change of heart or a change of mind, you know where to find me.
I'll consider it, Tether.
Also, I just need to lay out, I do have a lot of money.
So do I.
Do you double it? Okay, bye.
If you could double my fortune, then. All right, sleep. Go to sleep. Things will seem less dire in the morning.
Okay.
Maybe. All right, and you
Okay.
head back. You going to bed or doing some other stuff?
Yeah, I'll go to bed.
Cool. Welcome back, guys. Couple of weeks off. Just thought I'd kill that piece. Cool. Yeah, you sleep. Probably fitfully for the most part. But you wake up in the morning. It's an overcast day. Saturday. You don't have any activities necessarily lined up unless you work tonight, but that's sort of up to you. What do folks want to do?
I've got. Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to go for a walk around the shore of the lake to look for any signs of disruption where a boat could have been pulled on or off the shore.
Sure. What are other people up to?
I want to have. I was just gonna say, whenever Septon wakes up, before even getting out of bed, gonna just address Balthazar real quick. Balthazar, are you there?
Never left.
So your only power, the partying thing, you can't, I don't know, say, bring somebody back from the dead.
Oh, I absolutely could do that. I've offered it before.
Oh, that's right. Any more terms on that, or is it just...
Well, there's plenty of terms, but those are for me to know and you to find out later.
I feel like that's not really how, like, agreements work. But, alright.
You've never made an agreement with a demon, then? New territory for you, Seppi.
Honestly, don't call me Seppi. Honestly, I might have. I'm unclear.
I'd be able to smell it on you. Your mushroom friend. Now that's demon influence. You, not so much.
I think we talked about that in class. Alright. Good talk, Balthazar. I'll see you around.
Let me know. I'll keep... I'm in the practice of nabbing any souls that sort of go away in a little ways around me. I have a little hook in there. If you want me to hold on to that soul for you, I can.
What? No soul holding.
Oh, you want me to just let it go? Just let it fly away? If I do that, I can't bring him back.
What are you talking about? Wait. Are you talking about...
Your blonde,
Who are you talking?
Your blonde friend, his soul, I have it.
Blonde? Johnson Blonde?
Yeah.
Okay. What? I think Heather's got the repose handled.
Well, that's his body. I have his soul.
I
can let it... Well, I held on to your other friend's soul for a little while there. You're the scarred one. I can let it go. If you prefer.
Hey, don't let it go just yet. We'll see. I don't know.
He's charming. He's looking for a way out as we speak.
Oh, man.
Your scarred friend just sat there with some of the other souls that I had. It was boring. This one, he's got real pep.
Other souls?
Oh, yes.
How many you got in there?
Oh, a lady never kisses and tells.
I didn't realize you were a lady. I
I'm
apologize.
not.
Okay. Alright. Well, Balthazar, stick around. I'll be seeing you.
Oh, I plan on it.
You can move, can't you?
If you move.
Super. Oh, wait, I'm gonna try something. Something's gonna get up and get dressed and go outside and walk, like, across campus.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of randomly on the ground, be like, and then, like, look around. Make sure it's kind of, like, not too many people, like, near him.
Yep.
You go, hey, Balthazar, are you here?
you feel a weight on your hip, and you look down, and the hourglass is like attached to your belt.
Oh, no.
No? You called for me, Seppi.
Don't like Seppi.
Oh, but
Don't
I
like
do.
that. Septin.
Seppi's rolls off the tongue better.
Were you about to say Seppi's got spunk, and then you were like, I don't want to say that?
No, but I will say that in the future.
Alright, we're going back to the home.
Alright. What's everybody else up to?
Gonna put the hourglass back and leave and not call on him.
Turn's doing a whole lot of nothing.
Fair enough.
Una is gonna do what she does best and repress the feelings and go to the library and read some books.
Cool.
Literally whatever she pulls out first.
Tether?
Knocking on doors.
Knocking on doors. Alright, Shandi. So you make your way over to the opposite side of the lake, and you can see two guards standing on either side of a boat. A very familiar boat. As you approach, they sort of hold their hands out and say, hold there. Sorry, this is under investigation. It's a crime scene.
Oh, I'm aware. I was doing a bit of investigative of my own.
All right, kid. Why don't you leave the investigating to the adults?
Are they Hagen guards?
Yeah, they're Hagen guards.
The adults, yes. Remind me, when was the last time the two of you stopped a sort of soul-stealing crystal calamity from destroying everything?
Well, never.
And when was the last time the two of you rode on the back of a golden dragon?
I can't say I have.
Okay, and when was the last time the two of you could do this? Snap, echo.
One of them like pulls his spear and it's like, stop it. Regardless, this is our job, so why don't you leave us to it?
Listen, all I'm trying to do is help.
You can help by going back to campus so we don't have to keep an eye on you out here. You may have done all those crazy things, but you also got kidnapped last night. I've never been kidnapped. Have you? Well, actually, there was one time when I was... Shut up!
Let's turn around and walk away. But as soon as I'm out of sight, could I change course and sort of walk deeper into the forest?
Sure. Yeah, you turn and you walk deeper in. What are you looking for?
Just any sort of tracks, snapped twigs.
Make an investigation check for me.
14.
14. You don't really find any tracks. It seems like these people were probably pretty good at covering them. What you do find, a little ways into the forest, actually fairly near the clearing where you first met Elias, is the mirror. Just leaning up against a tree.
I am... How big is it? Is it like a hand mirror or is it like a large mirror?
It's like a... It's not like a full body mirror, but it's like a half body mirror.
Okay. I'm gonna take that then.
Cool. Slide it up under your arm. It's a pretty standard... I mean, it's a nice mirror. It's fairly ornate. But as you look around, there don't seem to be any like runic markings or Magitech equipment attached to it. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back to the canvas and hide it under my bed.
Cool. All right. Tether, you keep knocking around, not getting very far until you hear a voice behind you that says, "Oh, my little chickadee!" And you see Mrs. Lee sort of walking towards you. Her eyes are red, a little bit, and you can tell she's a little frazzled. She says, "I'm so sorry for what happened last night. Oh, I wish I were here." And she runs over and just gives you a huge hug.
Thanks, Mrs. Lee. Miss Lee, I'm looking for the headmaster's office or abode or whatever.
Oh, all right. You want to understandable? Well, I'll take you there. Oh, and to
Thank
think
you.
they used my sweets as a way to... And she's leading you there, but she's more like leaning on you as she's like crying a little bit on the way to the headmaster's office. So you make your way up to the top floor of the library, and you go down a very narrow, very dimly lit hallway. It goes forward for a little while, then it curves backwards around and seems to spiral downwards slightly before you reach a grand double door, not in decor. It's very simple, but it is fairly large. She's like, the headmaster's through there.
Thank you. Could you do me a favor?
There's anything, my little chickadee.
I don't think some of the other kids, I don't think they're feeling too good about this. Can you help them or cheer them up?
I could bake them some hope, but I shouldn't.
I'm sure anything is nice.
I'll go see how they are.
And everything's gonna be okay. I got this.
And she gives you one more big hug before sort of weeping her way down the hallway again. Your knocks echo.
Oh.
And then the door just slides open, and you find yourself in a fairly vast chamber. At first, it looks like another library. It's 2 levels, and both the levels are filled with bookcases. You see, up on the top level, however, there does seem to be what looks to be a bed frame. A very nice one. And on the bottom level, there is a desk, and behind which a tired-looking Casimir Orion is flipping through pages of what looks to be a notebook. Yes. Tether, come on in.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose I should not ask what brings you to my office. I have a fairly good guess. But the specifics to which I owe the pleasure of your visit, I am not aware of. Please take a seat. And he points to a chair that has 4 books piled on top of him. Now you
Would
can
you like me to...
move them anywhere.
Okay, I'll put them on the ground.
The rest of the room seems fairly well organized, but his desk is a chaos.
I know the type.
Beth Schachter vibes.
Yeah.
He's still flipping through his notebook. He hasn't really... He's glanced up at you a couple times, but he's not really looking at you.
Well, I can see you're busy, so
No. Please. What is it you need?
I'll just be blunt then. I'm asking if you have the power, influence, and or money to procure someone to cast the Raise Dead spell.
I do not have the power myself to raise the dead, though I have known people in time who can. Is this about the guard?
Yeah, I've preserved his body for 10 days. Well, now 9 days now.
Unfortunately, I do not have the funds to spend on a guard.
I have my own funds I'd be willing to give you.
Oh, very good. If that is covered, then I suppose I could reach out to some old contacts. Not a lot. Not many in Zymor are capable of this feat, but back in Caerleone, where I am from, there is a much more established clerical order. So I could send for them, though with the state of Caerleone, I can't promise a swift answer.
Well, hopefully if we find someone, teleportation circles are good at bringing people back.
Well, yes, in Zymor, but teleportation circles are not nearly as common in Caerleone. They're much more traditional than the Zymorians are. But that is not a no. I will reach out to who I can. I will start on that as soon as I'm finished here, and I will let you know. Is there anything else?
No, I just thought raising him would be the best way to find out who thought to.
No, I agree. I agree, Tether. It is good. It is a good avenue. I have also been going over the books. Mrs. Lee is very good at keeping them, but once they're kept, they can be tampered with, and she is not one who does much how shall I put this? Disillusioning of others, deceit. It's not in her wheelhouse, so she does not think to check. But I shall follow this trail, and I shall get you started on you following your trail, and perhaps together we can figure out the cause of this. And he slams the book closed. Do you have any idea where they targeted Johnson? That was his name, yes?
Yes.
I know he'd been assigned to watch you during your foolish curfew, but
Yeah, so I would say that he was who we were closest to. So if someone was trying to get to us,
very well. Well, my guess is it wasn't those insane twins who've attacked before, nor
no, they have more flair. They'd like to be seen.
they attack pretty regularly. Do you think it's possible that he was under control of one of those magical candies and drowned himself?
No, because we do know from Sean D that individuals took him
Yes,
and
but would Sean D lie?
Would he lie?
He was raised by Althea Resk, one of the greatest liars of our country. I would not put it past him, but you know him better than I do.
Would Sean D lie to us about a friend of ours getting killed? I hope not. I don't think so.
All right. Keep it in mind, though.
Okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do to speed the process along, and if you need the money, I can get it to you.
Get it to Mrs. Lee post haste. We will need evidence of the money in order to convince anyone in Caerleone to do anything.
Okay. Also, I'm asking about, do you know any other avenues that I could go down, just like plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, F, G, H, I, J?
I'll stop you there, Teller. If you're asking me to do something beneath the law, unbecoming of a man of my station, I'm afraid I cannot help you.
I never said that.
I didn't mean to imply that you did, but if that's what you were talking about, then I'm afraid I do not have those connections. I made my money honestly, as did my father before him, and I have no connections. Though, if you're looking for something outside of the law, then perhaps talk to Sean D. His patron is famous for his connections there.
Sean D?
Yes.
Oh.
Not Sean D.
Yeah.
himself, but
Yeah.
his patron. Though I should say I will most likely be in contact with Resk more sooner than you will, for this does seem like a thing he might commit. And if it was, then I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it. And in fact, it might be wise to keep this guard dead. Better to protect the future of this establishment than anger a power-hungry madman. But I will look into it regardless. My Caerleone connections, that is.
Okay.
I'd advise talking to your classmate.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, and get the gold to Mrs. Lee, however much you can spare.
I'll get the gold to Mrs. Lee, and anything I can do to help you out, let me know.
Well, actually, yes. Johnson you were close to, clearly. Who else on the campus would you say that your group has formed connections with?
Our teachers, Miss Lee,
Yes, I'm not so worried about your teachers, though 2 of them have yet to return from your last trip.
yeah. There's this girl from Belfort College that a couple of us
Yes,
talked to
yes, my
sometimes.
grandniece, Ellie.
Ellie.
She's spoken highly of you, in specific, Tether.
Really?
Yes, she seems quite,
Well, I did
quite
offer her a
fascinated
mud
with
bath,
you.
so I can understand that. So I'd say her out of like, Sheena. I'm a member of the Acorn Gang.
I'm not sure I'm aware of this gang. Upon the campus?
Yeah, there's squirrels. They live in that tree.
Yes. Well, I will keep an eye out for them as well. I only
Oh,
ask.
and
Yes.
the chef, and I know Septon is friends with not the chef, the who chef, I think is the call.
The sous chef.
Sure.
Very well. I only ask because, well, if this happened to the closest person to you, there's nothing stopping it happening to the rest of the people you are close to. So, might be having the guard keep an extra eye on them.
Yeah. So those are the people.
Thank you, Tether.
Okay.
And before you go, besides the grisly murder and unfortunate things that have been happening fairly regularly since the beginning of the school year, how is the program treating you? Do you think it's working?
I'm having fun.
Well, that is good.
I met my best friends forever, and
No, you don't know how you don't know how right you are.
and they are stronger, including myself.
Yes, I've seen your progress. It's given me hope for the future of this program.
Yeah, so I think it's good. I think it means anyone can do it if they have the resources.
Very well. Good to think about. Thank you, Tether. Unless you have more to ask of me, that will be all.
Okay, I think Horil might also have some avenues, but I don't know how much he'd do for me. But maybe he'd do more coming from his employer. I don't.
About this raising thing?
Yeah,
I'll speak to them.
I'm just trying to spread a web of
Yes.
options.
No, Tether. I will do my best, even if it is flying in the face of that damned Althea-esque.
Yeah, the last couple times I've dealt with death, it was mine, and I came back to life. And then it was Shandi's, and he came back to life. And then it was me again, and I came back to life. And it was Septon and came back to life. So I really think the odds are in our favor here.
Tether, most people who die do not come back to life. But we're
not most people.
You took the words right out of my mouth. What is this?
I don't know. Sometimes when like something like really cool happens, like we finish a sentence or something, Septon will do this, and I have to slap his hand.
Oh, well, I prefer, and he sort of grabs your hand and turns it into a handshake. This!
Cool. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Now back to it, Tether. The learning
what?
day is young! And he turns back to his journal.
Well, actually, it's our day off, but I get this. I get it.
Days off. I didn't know that.
Okay, bye.
You leave, and the door closes behind you. Cool.
Go.
Head on back. All right, the rest of you who are at home, yeah? You hear a knock.
Library.
Yeah, you're at the library. Ellie has found you. She didn't say anything, but she's sitting like near you, also reading quietly. The other, well, yeah. At this point, Shandi, you've probably made it back with the mirror.
Did I make it back with the hourglass?
Yeah.
I guess I was only gone 5 minutes.
Yeah, you made it back a long time ago. But you do... Actually, Shandi, you probably make it back at the same time as Sheena, Captain Sheena, who is not dressed in her armor. She's dressed in more casual clothes, but they're not very casual. It's like leather armor. She still has a sword on her hip.
Her weekend armor.
Yeah, her weekend armor. But she has under one arm a very large package flat and long. And you also have a mirror under your arm, so you're sort of mirrored posed, weirdly enough, as you approach. And she says, Sean D, I heard about last night.
So you did.
I'm very sorry that that happened to you, though I find it conspicuous that it happened on one of my requested nights off.
Indeed. And who would know that?
Only the guard.
Interesting.
For in most cases and places, I would be hiring my own guards. Even back in Worthink, I got to choose whether or not applicants made it through the process. Here, however, I was not in charge. And I can tell you that the man that was assuming my duties last night was not one of the ones that I hired myself.
Yes, he didn't seem to be of much use, but I think by the time he arrived, Johnson was already gone. Not much to be done then.
So, I will tell you, and we're not supposed to have told folks this yet, that Johnson, they have determined in my absence that Johnson's death was because of a drunken night out with his former buddies. He stumbled into the wrong place at the wrong time and was an accidental casualty. I think money is at play here, and I think you know as well as I do whose money it is.
Well, it's no use lying to you. Yes, I do know whose money it is.
And I hate to tell you, there's not much I can do about it.
I understand. Though I do intend to do what I can to make it right.
You should. Be careful, though. You know how ruthless he can be.
All too well.
On a somewhat happier note, do you mind if I come in?
Oh, yes, right away.
And she follows you in. Hello! Anyone who's home, if you'd meet me in the, living room.
I'm gonna say Turn has been out, just wandering, doing laps around the campus grounds.
Sure. Would you be back at this point or passing by the house, or?
If no one's gonna get me, I'm not coming back. Gotta walk this one out.
So I guess just like a blue septon emerges from the boys' room.
Well, suppose so. This is good enough. I have a gift from, your friend.
Which one?
The one that I, took to a safe place.
Oh, the
Oh,
crypto?
no.
Who?
Oh,
Oh, no one.
oh, I'm not there.
Alright.
Wait. Sidebar.
Elliot.
Just like turning. Shandi, who is she talking about?
Elias, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Fuck! Alright. First minute I get free, I gotta make like a to-do list. I keep forgetting all the plates in the air. Yes, Elias, of course!
I'm gonna choose to ignore what you said about
Cryptal was our
Cryptals.
nickname for him.
There's no cryptals. Nobody said anything about
good.
cryptals.
There better have been no cryptals. Anyway, and she puts the package on the table. There's a note inside. You worked very hard on this. And then she sort of just nods her head and curtly leaves.
Well, should we wait for the others before opening it?
That would probably be appropriate. You want to try to find them, or just wait?
We can try to. Do you have better plans for the rest of the day, or are you just gonna mope
Well,
in the
that's
room? Because I was
good.
going to mope in the room.
I also wanted to. I've been moping in the room. I guess it's your turn.
Sure. Very well.
Now I'm thinking about this to-do list though, because we got a lot of stuff going on.
It's Plot Thread City, baby.
I mean, we can get like a big paper from
Maybe the gift is a big paper.
no, from like Ms. Lee, and like put a big list on it and hang it up in the living room so we all know like all the stuff's going on. I can't really keep it all straight.
I can tell I'm starting to rub off on you because that's the exact sort of thing I would do.
All right. Enough talk about rubbing off. Go be cool in boys' room.
Speaking of rubbing off, I'm going to boys' room.
And that's the kind of thing I'd say. All right. Yeah, we'll wait till everybody's back to open.
Cool. You're just gonna let them come back on their own time?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh.
Probably Septon's gonna go to Miss Lee's office because he's serious about the to-do list.
Sure. Yeah.
So if he sees somebody, maybe he'll.
You
him
definitely see Turn like running laps, but not. He's not like near you. He's in the distance running around.
I'm just walking.
Okay. Walking.
He's walking laps. The turn walk. Oh, turn!
Hmm?
Turn! I'll walk over to him. How far is he?
Meet halfway.
I'll walk over him. Turn, we got, you remember Elias?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sent us something. It's in the house. When everybody's back, I was gonna open it up. Gotta go to Miss Lee's right now, though. How you doing? Because I'll be honest, I'm bad.
I'll see you back at the house.
Okay.
Go to the house.
As you're entering the library, you're probably running into Tether leaving the library.
Oh. Hey, Tether, how you doing?
I feel amped and ready to go.
Cool. We got a package from Elias.
Oh, that's nice. Quick question. If I were to use all the money we got in that chest, would that be okay with you?
For what?
Johnson?
Oh. I mean... Yeah, kinda. You should talk to everybody else, though. We should all... It's everybody's money. It's not mine. We should all talk about that. But, honestly, for Johnson... Yeah. Do you know where Una is?
You probably passed her in the library.
Oh, I passed her in the library. I forgot to ask her about the money. Can you ask her about the money?
Yeah, sure, I'll ask her about the money if I see her. She's in the library? No.
Yeah.
That's on the way to the office. Alright.
Oh yeah, you head into the library and you see Una. I don't know if you know Ellie. So you see Una sitting next to a...
I see like Una, and I see like another person like a table away staring.
Yeah, they're sitting. I mean, they're probably at the same table, just not speaking. You see, a girl with sort of poorly cut bangs and huge round glasses sitting next to her.
Una. Oh wait, are we in a library? Una.
Yes.
Elias sent us something. We got like a package.
Oh, cool.
We didn't want to open it until everybody's back, so whenever you're back, we'll do it. You don't have to like rush back now.
No.
Also,
Close the fifth book she read through.
what are you reading?
I don't
How
know.
do you read so
Yeah,
fast?
what am I reading?
Tether.
I don't know.
Or
What are you? It's a whole library. What do you want to read?
I said I just picked the first thing I found.
It's probably a history of some noble family. Those
Wait,
are.
have you read all of those since this morning?
Yeah, she's a very fast reader when she puts her mind to it. I'm Ellie.
This is.
Oh, hi Ellie, I'm Septon.
I know.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you don't have to go back now if you're doing stuff. How the hell are you? Anyway,
I just finished reading another book about rich people bragging about themselves, so I'll probably.
I'm assuming Septon can read like a quarter of the book in the time it takes Una to read like 4. Yeah, I gotta talk to Mrs. Lee. Oh, two other things. One, Taylor wants to know if we can use the money in the chest to try to help Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Two, thoughts on a big to-do list. Shandi's on board, I'm on board. I didn't really ask Turn and Tether.
I mean, you can just copy mine.
You have a to-do list?
Yeah.
Oh.
So many to-do lists.
I meant like one for like all the like stuff we got going on.
Yeah.
You have one?
Yes.
Why haven't you been sharing it? I keep getting distracted. Like, Sheena came in and was like, I got something from your friend. And I'm like, the dead cryptal? And she's like, what dead cryptal? And I'm like, fuck.
There's a dead cryptal?
No.
I've never seen a cryptal before.
Neither have we. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I think mine might be a bit scattered, but we can like pick and choose.
alright, I'll start putting something together.
Yeah.
Alright, whenever you get back to the house, we'll open the package. I gotta go find Miss Lee.
Okay.
Miss Lee's office, you probably know already. So I'm just
What?
I'm trying to be helpful. It's down that way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So long, accepted.
Thank you. Ellie?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Dope. Septon's gonna head off towards Miss Lee's office.
You make your way to Miss Lee's office. She gets you a big piece of paper. It's a little damp because she's crying, and she hugs you like a million times. And
I'm gonna need
apologizes
something
profusely.
like thicker than a quill. It's gonna be too hard to read, you know?
Right. Well,
Like
you could.
paint.
Oh,
Be
I have
fine.
some. I could get you some paint, or you could have my jumbo Magitech quill.
This is just a Sharpie.
What's a Sharpie?
Fantasy Sharpie.
What's it? I don't know what a Sharpie is.
Alright, yeah, no, Jumbo Magitech. I'm not familiar with such a thing.
Instead of an ink pot, the ink is inside it, and she reaches under. It's like a high tech Sharpie. The ink is inside, so.
Yeah, if you don't mind me borrowing it for a bit.
If you need anything at all, just come see me. I was going to bake you some more sweets, but I didn't think you'd want them right now.
I mean, as long as, like, we see you give them to us.
Okay, maybe I'll do that.
It's gonna be okay, Mrs. Lee.
Oh, I hope so. She gives you a big ol' hug again.
I'm not really cut out to do this.
Yeah, so you grab the thing and you head your way back.
As Septon goes back, he's gonna start creating the list if that's possible.
Not easily, but yeah.
Alright, then alright.
I mean, you've got a
We'll-
giant piece of paper in one hand and a Sharpie in the other.
Alright, never mind. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, then I'll just head back to the house.
Cool. And Una, were you heading back as well?
Yes.
Ellie says, I could pick out a couple more interesting books for you to read if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah. Feel better, okay?
I'll try.
You got this.
Cool. Y'all make your way on back. Septon is probably the last to come through, just like pulling through the door with this giant piece of paper.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Big list, Una.
Alright, well, got my rough draft already, so once everyone's back, maybe. Or we could start, I guess.
I've already have some things
Okay, cool.
kind of hit my mind.
Great, so you're all back. You got the big sheet of paper, and you also have the parcel that's about the size of the table that it's laying on top of.
Do we want to see what Elias sent us?
Yeah.
Sure.
You open it on up. As you pull back the the brown paper surrounding this parcel, you can see that what is inside is a framed oil painting. The painting is of a beautiful forest scene. In the center of a deep and soothing grove stand a group of animals. In the center is an icy stag. On one antler is a green bird. On the other antler is a black and white squirrel. At its side stands a smiling orange fox, upon whose head is alighting a green and red butterfly. There's a note. A note sort of falls out just on a piece of paper that reads, "Thank you again for everything, my friends. I should love to see you sometime. E."
Alright, well, we gotta hang this up in the living room before the to-do list.
Okay.
Which wall are we thinking?
Oh,
I
wait.
feel like when we
Sorry.
first walk in.
There's also a white leopard there. I'm sorry, I totally
Oh, okay.
didn't write that in there. He didn't
I
leave
was
you
feeling
out.
a bit left out.
There's
You
a white
got me.
leopard on its other side. I forgot to write that down, but when I was thinking of it earlier, that was in there. He hates
Yes, I
you in
think-
particular. No?
It should be hung opposite the door, I think, so that it's the first thing you see when you walk in.
Yeah, we could probably, like, pull that off.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
Tether, I think that officially makes me part of Acorn Gang.
I appreciate the offer, but I'd have to run it through the rest of the group first.
Of course.
I'm very low on the totem pole. There was just a war I was not a part of.
Yeah.
So like I haven't really jumped up that ladder. I don't have the authority.
It was mostly a joke.
Oh, also I should mention I did offer them to live with us.
How many of them?
I haven't gotten a clear count. But they wouldn't all stay in our room, I
Yeah.
don't think. Anyway,
As long as
that's
they don't touch my desk or my bed. I like my space.
okay. We can either tell them not to, or we can get the urine of a predator and spray it on them, and they'll steer clear.
Or we could just tell them.
Okay. Oh, also, anyway, I've already asked some people. Is it okay if I take all the money from the chest on Johnson?
I mean, yeah, if it's gonna take all that money, I mean, I think that's okay.
It's not like cursed money, is it? Just because it was in the chest.
I don't think so.
Would you look at it?
Shandi.
Sure.
It's there, I'm assuming. I'm not super magic-y, but
You can make a. Just, you look around. And, I mean, the diamonds are a little menacing because they're red, but the gold itself seems normal.
okay. It's not like the cursed pirate treasure. If we take one coin, we'll turn into.
It's Aztec gold.
Cool skeletons. That's a pretty cool deal. Turn Shandi.
Yes, I support the plan.
You're muted.
I muted myself before I spoke. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, cool. Also, Turn, can I use your brawn for a second? Because I can't carry the chest. Yeah, we have to take it to Miss Least. So, I heard there's like a list thing happening. That sounds like a really cool, productive thing that me and Turn don't have to be at.
Hand has just been hovering, just ready to write this down. Well, we would appreciate your input, because you might think of something that we don't.
Okay, I just want to get the
shouldn't take
money.
too long.
I just want to get the money there as quickly as possible. We just have to go to the library and come back. So that'll
Yeah,
be...
we can get started, and then,
We'll
like,
get started.
when you guys get back, we'll see what we've got.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will actually type this down in my own notes.
Cool.
Okay,
Just
I have
fun.
Septon's list open as well.
Okay.
So the three of you that are still there.
All right.
Alright. The things we have to deal with list. Okay. Number one, I feel like we should do them kind of like from like really pressing to like, whatever.
Well, okay, or we could write each one. I could take out one of my many notebooks and I just tear out some pages. Or we can write each item and then like organize it around there so that when we write out the final draft, it's nice and neat.
Okay, but wait, do we want a final draft if like shit keeps happening?
Then we.
Septon's just introduced the idea of no final draft.
To the two people who make multiple drafts.
Septon's notes from all his assignments are just a pile of chaos.
Okay, we just use the huge scroll then as a board, and the pieces of paper will stick to, and then we can interchange it as things change.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Alright, so things to deal with.
Beautiful.
Item 1, Private Willie Johnson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. I don't think we need to put anything more than, like, what it is, do we?
No, because once we see it.
Right.
Most of us
Also,
remember.
if somebody finds it, it might be good to keep it a little.
True, we might want to put this away when we're not here looking at it. Alright, Item 2.
Balthazar.
What?
Balthazar.
Me?
No. Can I, like, take the... I take it off of Una's belt? Because I'm assuming it just appeared there.
It's still with you. It's still. You still have it.
Wait, I thought I said I put it back in boys' room.
On me.
Oh, is it still
It's
on me?
with you now.
Okay, hang on. Balthazar needs to go. Hold on. I'm gonna go upstairs and put it in boys' room.
Cool.
Come back downstairs.
It's on your belt.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, the B-man in the timer. Put that on.
Wow, so important. I've never been on a big list like this before.
All right. I was actually gonna put above the B-man. I didn't want to say this, but the cat boy issue. No, sorry, not you.
Turns ears.
Not
yes.
you. The ears. Sorry. Wow.
We need to seek out a specialist to remove.
Or just put like curse removal.
curse removal. Beautiful.
I asked, I think it was Greg with 3 Gs about that. Or 4 Gs. 5G? I don't know.
I hear 5G is really bad for you.
He's only got 4.
Okay.
No, I asked him about
For
curse
legal
removal.
reasons, I do not believe that. Please don't take that out of context.
Clip that chat. He said maybe somebody at Felfrit might know, but we're not super liked up there. Pretty low on the list is just like continuously like make sure Elias is good.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of handled right now, but I don't know.
Checking in from time to time.
Yeah. Does anyone have any other things to put on the board? I forgot about Elias, so I'm assuming there's other shit I forgot about, but I don't remember what I forgot.
Just Hell and Mel in general. We know they're still out there. So maybe that's another one that's lower. Something we need
Kel and Mel on the list.
Yeah. Below or above Dead Cryptal?
Oh right, Dead Cryptal. Shit. Again,
I have that really right in the middle right now.
Dead Cryptal seems kind of handled.
Yeah.
It may or may not come up, but we may be facing some ramifications for our Blitzball loss still.
Okay.
He's likely
Blitzball.
figured out how we lied to him about him losing the game after he woke up.
I forgot about that. That was cool. Alright, Una, I know you've been wanting to talk about this, so just put, like, Shadow Septon on the list?
Una puts it at the top.
Septon just like wordlessly moves it back down. Una just moves it back up. This goes on until Shanti stops us.
Brahm and Elitha should probably be on the list
Oh yeah.
until we figured out what's happened with them. Figuring out who put Elias beneath the school, because we know it's somebody who likely has access to the grounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Solving the Acorn Gang's turf issues.
That's bottom of the list. Well, you know, when you put it all here, it's a little intimidating, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's
Is there anything else we're forgetting?
We'll have tether and turn. Well, I guess we'll. say
They're
it.
probably about back at this point.
Hi, guys. Are we ordering the list from importance bottom to top?
I would say.
Hey, can Septon just go to the bathroom so I can go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why don't we all go to the bathroom?
Let's not do
No,
that.
no.
I think we shouldn't.
Yes, we were just wondering, Tether and Turn, if there was anything that we had missed, do you think?
The mole.
The who?
There's a mole?
The what?
You mean like... Do you mean like an animal? I'm not sure with you if you mean an animal or like the...
Well, I did find a mole, but that's not important.
Right.
The person who that Pelham Mel had on the inside.
Yeah. We sort of have that in there.
We can tack
It
that
should
on
be
to-
separate from Pell and Mel.
Right. Well, do we think that would be the same as the person who put Elias under there?
Probably.
I can put it in this. I can put it in like a.
Yeah. Turn, have you got anything?
Get my backpack back.
Backpack. Put it on the list.
Didn't you get a backpack? Back?
Right. I did get a backpack, but I'm just talking about the things inside my old backpack. I don't really need the bag, I just...
What was missing from the new backpack?
Alright, if it doesn't really matter, then don't put it on the list.
No, I'll put it on the list. But what was missing?
His instrument, the rain catcher. What else?
Side note, I'm pretty sure Una put that in there, but thank you.
No,
Una didn't say that.
no, there is a rain catcher in there. It's just missing a sword.
A bunch of swords still in my room that I kind of stopped using once my magic daggers happened.
This one was pretty special.
Oh.
What was special about it?
One of a kind.
Kind of what?
Sword.
But like, what made it one of a kind?
Your adamantine one? Don't you have that?
No, I have that one. Maybe later. This isn't really the time.
Okay, do you want to do it like at dusk
No,
or full night?
no.
Is it a midnight type of thing?
Okay,
No.
well anyway,
Okay,
here's
sorry.
what we got in order. So far, everyone please correct me if I was typing these wrong. So
What
we've
about our
got
homework?
what? I mean, yeah. I've got like a personal to-do list and then a group to-do list. So here's our group to-do list. I think homework's kind of a given.
Homework is an explicit top of the to-do list every day.
But anyway,
What about
I was
becoming
about-
heroes?
It can be called I'm sorry. It could be called the Becoming Hero list.
We'll put that on become heroes. But anyway, alright. Well, Tether, I'm gonna read through and you're gonna tell me if I should add anything.
Okay.
Johnson, curse removal, B-Man in the timer, Hell and Mel, Dead Cryptal, just Elias in general, making sure our buddy's alive. I was writing this out. Figure out who put Elias under the dungeon / the mole. Figure out who the mole was. Shadow Septon, fun. Brahmin Elitha? Question mark. Our blast ball nemesis might come to bite us in the butt. Tether's backpack.
Turn.
Turn's backpack. Chelsea.
We really should switch one day.
No. I already wrote curse removal. And then finally, become heroes. Easy.
Alright, I'm back from the bathroom. What happened?
Why is curse removal on the list?
Because it's a good thing to have on hand.
There's a dog going, hey, I'm where you are, Peter.
Yeah, I know. You know what the worst part is? He lives like 3 houses down, and you can just hear him at all hours of the day on
Put him on
every
the list.
Zoom call.
Yeah, put him on the list. We have to make him happy so he stops barking.
Any noticeable absences?
Heather, I know you had your hand up. Now would be a good time to say anything.
Oh, I just wanted to update you guys on the Johnson situation, because it's the top of the list.
Right.
Okay, so I have a bunch of feelers out there. I first went to Colwell. I'm meeting him again on Monday after class, and we're gonna go over some strategies or things that they could do to help us. And then I went to the headmaster, and the headmaster is looking into a resurrection specialist in Cologne, a place called Cologne.
Leone.
Yeah, and that's why we need all the money. We gave all the money away. The headmaster talked about it might be about a guy named Resk. I remember the name, but I didn't remember the name. But so we have to watch out for maybe put Resk up there, and
Una's gonna slowly turn to Shandi.
She's not wrong. We might want that there.
In what context?
Shandi, is there something you'd like to tell us?
Well,
I put Shadow Septon on the list.
yes, we still don't know
any
quite what
big
Shadow Septon means,
personal-
but
Deep dark secrets we want to put that might hurt the group later.
well, I had hoped it wouldn't hurt the group. I had hoped that any harm that would result from it would be directed at me personally, but I broke ties with Resk shortly before our latest adventure, and he seems to have taken that poorly, and I believe that, well, I don't believe, I know that he had got Johnson killed to send a message to me. And so it goes to stand that any and all of you, as well as anybody else that we've grown fond of during our time here, could be at risk as
The headmaster is having those people watched. I gave him a list. The list was your friend, the cook, the sous chef. Or
Sous chef.
isn't that the word for like the cook assistant?
Is it? Oh shit! I've just been calling her the chef's assistant.
Sheena, our teachers, and if anyone else you think we're close with, you should tell the headmaster. The headmaster said if it is Russ, there's nothing he could do, but I think he said it in a way like there's nothing he can do. Wink, wink, wink. He didn't wink, but like he said it in a way that made me think maybe it's something we should deal with.
Forgive my lack of enthusiasm for the headmaster's plans, but it didn't seem like there were many people watching anything last night when I was dragged to the middle of the lake and forced to watch Johnson killed.
Maybe we should do some snooping and look up like the history of the school, because now we've got Septon's shadow thing that told him specifically to come here, and Resk has something up with. Because didn't Resk send you here? Weren't you recommended, Shandi?
Yes, Resk was my patron.
Right.
You also know that Resk is one of the major financiers of the program.
And then Tether, you were found.
Yeah.
By Elitha?
Yeah. Also, real quick, if we're doing like personal things on the list, apparently I'm made from Infernal and like the whole thing. I feel like that should be on the list.
Oh, you didn't know? You hear from the hourglass. Yes! You're not so different from me, actually, Tether.
Right, your sister's taint, right?
Yes!
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes,
You weirdo.
my sister's influences, well, why you exist.
Influences.
I mean, so Tether's
Tether, if you'd like a lesson or two as to how to claim your power, I'm sure I could give you a tip.
Balthazar, no favors until we ask, remember?
I'm simply offering.
No, thank you. Also, hi, I didn't realize you were here.
Oh, I'm always here, Tether.
Yeah, he's not going away.
So, like,
He?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
And then Turn, you just found this place, or someone told you about it, or how did you get here?
I was over in the tavern in the town nearby, and I heard about this place training heroes.
So nobody was made you come here?
Nope.
You just
I just walked up and said, "Hi, I'd like to be a hero, please."
Okay. And Brahm found me in my hometown and recommended me.
Huh.
Okay. Una starts ripping out more papers and literally starts doing a conspiracy board.
I think our living room's just gonna turn into conspiracy central.
And then one really nice painting on the wall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one nice
Maybe it's on
painting
the-
and then just like
put
Pepe
it on the-
Sylvia.
We put it on the back of the painting.
Oh,
So
so
nobody
no one can see it. Flip the painting.
Yep.
Una, that's a great idea.
Conspiracy board on the back of the painting.
Alright, I hate to bring this up,
Uh-huh.
but
Now's the time.
Tether, you said that Eleazar, that's the guy in charge, right? Headmaster?
yeah.
No. What's the head?
Casimir. No.
Casimir.
Honestly,
Casimir.
when you ask me something, I say yes.
Casimir, right. Sorry. A lot of names going on tonight. Casimir said to you that that Resk might be involved,
Yes.
but he also said it was like beyond his Did he say that, or?
Yeah, beyond his capability, there's nothing he can do.
Okay.
He also said that he wouldn't want to do anything if Resk was behind this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He also said he wouldn't want to do it. Thank you, DM. And he wouldn't want to do anything, probably because of the funding.
Okay. He said if Resk was involved, he didn't want to do anything?
He didn't want to do anything. So I thought that left not he, but we.
Right, but so we know Resk is involved. Sorry, Shandi, we're pretty sure Resk is involved.
No, we know he's involved.
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. Okay, so we know Resk was involved. I really feel terrible saying it, but do we maybe need to leave the Private Johnson issue? Or do you really think it's like I can't do anything? That doesn't work very well with classes.
He didn't pick his nose.
No, like he was like, I can't do anything. Alright, like, I thought you were implying that a second ago.
Implying what? Oh, that we should do it?
Yeah, did he imply that we should do it?
That's what I heard.
I'm not really familiar with Resk either. Shandi. Is this like a bad idea to tangle with him, or?
You know, he's only one of, if not potentially the most powerful person in Symor. With agents capable of infiltrating this program, drugging us all, and having us threatened with no repercussions.
So would you say the rest thing overall TBD?
Well,
It's
no,
him!
He's got the dogs. He sent the dogs.
not the hounds.
For now, maybe the best thing is Shandi, maybe to the best of your ability, try to stay in his good graces. Because there's no way we can take him down tomorrow. But maybe when we get closer to the bottom of this list and we're heroes.
Are we about to change Save Private Willie Johnson to Avenge Private Willie Johnson? Like a long-term goal?
I think we can have both because I have set some things in motion for the former, but like even if we bring him back, he still died.
Okay, save, and if we fail that, long-term goal, avenge.
But I just need to reiterate, we have a very good track record with the whole bringing back to life thing. So I think it's gonna be fine.
Very well. Does that conclude our meeting, our scheduling?
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like we should look at the list and be like, what can we get done right now? I mean, we have to start. We have a list. We have to start crossing it off.
Oh shit! What time is it? I gotta go to work.
It's still like afternoon.
Okay.
No, that's a good idea, Tyler, though. What can we do right now? Do we have any way we could talk to somebody from Withered Queen's Court? Is that how you say it?
From the Primal Grove?
Yes. the nice.
Not that you know of, no. You have both sending stones that Elitha gave you. She gave you hers as well, so. And you also know that the way the Primal Grove is, like, things can't get in or out without permission, including messages.
Una and Septon will both be going into town tonight for work. Some of us could tag along and do some investigation on curse breaking.
Yeah. Oh, that might lead into the blast ball one. Whether we wanted to or not.
I was planning on tagging along anyways because I have some business to attend to in Kelshar, but the more the merrier, I suppose.
I mean, hey, if we leave now, we could probably all go to the college before work. DM, is there time in the day for that?
Yeah, for sure.
What would we be dealing with?
Cursed removal specialists, primarily.
Oh, yeah.
And then below that, if we run into them, blast ball shenanigans might occur.
Yeah.
That's pretty low on the list, right? Blast ball should probably be, like, last on the list.
Yeah.
It's really not life-threatening, like some of these might be.
That you know
Yep.
of.
Hey.
I want to see Eggy Boy!
A fucking blast ball with a bomb tied to it. Blast through your window.
I'd like to roll to return.
Yeah, it's sort of like a just keep in mind type of to do. Okay. Oh yeah, I do gotta head to work, but alright, I'm gonna paste the Hagen conspiracy on the back of our beautiful painting.
Cool. I mean, as you do so, you
This
can.
is a side question.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but did we do full rest last night?
You did. You did. You mentioned
Okay.
one.
My robe is still gray, by the way.
Didn't roll. You didn't get the.
Mm.
It's kind of fitting. You do notice on the back of Elias's note there is an address.
Ooh.
Shit.
What's it say?
Seen Kelshar?
It's not in Kelshar, no. It's
Where is it?
it's to the west of where you are right now. It looks to be like one of the farmhouses to the west. You remember where he was imprisoned before? Like off in that direction, but not an abandoned one that is actually lived in. You assume. I mean.
Well,
Not that that was pressing, but you do know
Yeah.
where to find him should you want to.
that's always something to consider as well if we want to question him further about what happened when he was taken.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we're ready to.
Wait, no, wait. Sorry, guys. I'm on a roll. Can we, with the DM's help, figure out where in the timeline we were told about Hagen,
Yeah.
in whatever way that means?
Tether was never really told about Hagen.
Okay, yeah.
Tether was told that the program was partially founded because of her, actually, because of her discovery. You were...
That's new information.
Tether's known about it. I just don't know if she's shared it in a way that made sense to everyone.
Tether, did you share that?
I remember you vaguely mentioning it before.
Yeah, I think so. Like one of the first two.
Yeah. I don't know if it came across as such, but that is true.
Yeah.
Shandi, you were told about the program the day before you were sent to go to the program. Turin, yeah, you heard about it pretty soon afterwards. You were also, like, you had to more or less audition with Brahm to get in, which was sparring as well as just, like, training exercises and stuff. Septon, it's really hard for you to piece together the timeline for you just because of...
There's 2 planar jumps in there.
Yeah,
So
it's a little more ambiguous for you. And Una, you had about a month to prepare to come here after being told about it. Well, you met Brahm, and then several months later, he came back and told you about the program and offered you a position, and then you had a month to prepare and come.
I just realized that if this was Jurassic Park, Tether would have been the mosquito,
The mosquito in the amber.
in the amber.
I mean, you were discovered by Elitha out on an expedition too, so like it kind of fits. Yeah.
Blake, do you know how long we said Septon traveled once he reached the material plane?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, wasn't it like maybe a month at most?
Yeah. It was more than a week, but less than a month.
Okay.
But between Tether being discovered and the program being started, it's been like over a year. Significantly.
So I've been on the campus for over a year.
No, you weren't. You were in a lab more or less for a really long time, and then you were moved here once the campus was ready. Yeah. Which is things that I've said before, but it was fucking months ago. So yeah. So what are y'all up to?
Just between now and whenever Una and Septon head into town, I'm gonna go just examine the mirror a bit.
Cool. You can make an investigation check if you want.
Okay. Nine.
It's a mirror.
I've rolled so many 7s tonight.
It sure do be a mirror.
It's a mirror. It's nicely made.
Cool.
You couldn't tell it from another mirror, though, probably.
Okay. That's gonna be it for me then.
Well, if we want to head out soon, then Una and I could probably swing by the campus. But if we leave later, we'll just have to go to work, and you three will have to check it out without us.
I'm free to leave whenever. Although we may need to take a stop at Una's work first because I want to have this mirror looked at, and I don't think walking around campus with it will be a fun time.
We can go straight to my work.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Then you guys want to head out to Kelshar?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you are
all of us going, or is it just?
That's a great question. Turn
just
and
kinda
Tether,
like
I
that.
guess. I think everybody else has said they're going, but Turn and Tether, are you joining? Or are you doing something else?
Yeah, I guess at the mention of Una's workplace, I want to go because I asked about my morning axe before.
Cool.
Which I actually think I used last session, and I shouldn't have because I believe I left it there for them to work on.
Maybe I don't remember, but
We gotta replay last session.
Yeah.
Rewind. So we can save Johnson.
Johnson's about to get hot dogged. And Tether, are you joining?
I don't want to have too many plot threads.
You do whatever you want.
Have you seen the list? There's no risk of too many plot threads. We passed that a while ago.
No, Heather really doesn't like town, so she would not go so she's gonna try to handle the territory dispute of the acorn.
Cool, fair enough. All right. As most of you are leaving, you run into a familiar face entering through the gate. It's Averith Ralcidian. He's walking in. He has like 2 giant piles of books in either of his hands. He says, "Oh, hello. How are the conquering heroes?"
Not so good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
We had a friend suddenly pass away, get murdered.
Oh,
Bad times on campus.
well, perhaps I should rethink my decision then. I'm to be substituting for your academics class. It seems that my
Oh, please, dear God.
Yes, she wasn't quite so enthused with the program, so she decided to leave. And well, I'm here, so I've never taught before, so you'll have to bear with me. But I hope I'll do a good job and not get murdered.
Yo, here's another chance to ruin the continuity of Blake's expanded universe.
Dude, just fucking try to murder Averth, dude. Just fucking try.
Let's cause a singularity, baby.
Try to murder my favorite NPC. See what happens. Well, on Monday we'll be having our first class, so hopefully that goes well and no one dies between now and then.
Honestly, at our rate, no promises.
Well, such is the life of the hero, I'm told. I did have a bit of a hunch about what went down in the south. I'll need to do some research first, but could be exciting. I mean, well, exciting might be the wrong word. I'm excited by it, but you could be elucidating. There we are. Well, carry on. Sorry, I didn't. Your old professor shouldn't keep you students waiting. Go. It's the weekend, after all.
Yes.
I'm very new to this.
So are we.
Well, then we'll learn together. Literally. When I'll be off, I should go set up the classroom. Yes. And he
See you around, Avers.
nervously hustles away. Cool. So, while Tether walks off towards the big tree, the rest of you make your way into town. No big issues on the way in. You get there, you head to Una's work. Gregor is there. He's happy to see you all. He's expected to see Una. He is happy to see the rest of you. I hear you're the big heroes these days. Did you saved some people's lives down in the south? Yesterday. There's a dragon who came through and told everyone about it.
Yes, we rode that dragon.
Yeah.
You went on the back of the dragon.
Yeah, it was terrifying, but also really fun.
Well, I did not know that I was in the presence of such, great heroes. It is exciting for me. What can I help the rest of you with?
I was hoping to have this examined. I have reason to believe it might have magical properties. Hand him over the mirror.
Alright, I can do this. And for the great heroes you are, free of charge, I can do this.
I appreciate it.
As long as you tell me what it was like to ride on a dragon. No details spared. I've seen a dragon fight before. Never seen one ridden on.
Have you ever fallen from a great height?
Have I fallen from a great... Yeah, well, of course.
Imagine that, but horizontal.
And, somehow faster.
But you also felt safe.
And powerful.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, interesting. Let me, Una, if you don't mind to help. Do the whole thing. Yes, this is not magic. There do seem to be traces of magic on it, but it is not coming from the mirror.
Well, there goes that lead.
Would you like
I
it back?
suppose we have... Why not? One more thing to hang on the wall of the house.
There you are.
Something's gonna look at the hourglass and be like, nah, we don't need to test that.
I could identify it for you if you'd like.
I don't know. We know it's magic. It really doesn't need to be identified. Are there any risks to identifying?
Risks? What do you mean about
If you tried to identify something and it, didn't want to be identified?
The item is sentient?
Unless...
To an extent, maybe.
Well, a sentient magical item is a good find, as my father would say. So if
This
we're
is
looking
not
to...
a good find.
Well, I mean, if it is sentient, then I would be willing to pay quite a price for it.
I don't think we can sell it to you. It keeps coming back.
Infinite money glitch.
Infinite money glitch. We're here to grind currency.
It is bonded to you then.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, if my mother were here, she could probably do something about this, but she is not. You've missed her once again.
Is your mother in the habit of removing cursed items?
Well, I wouldn't say cursed items, but...
Shit.
I mean, she's done it in the past. She has a special way around magical items. She can make them, She's a smooth talker. But in a magic way. She can
She's a bard?
She can well, yes, she is, but she can unbond, items with the people they are bonded with. Even if they do not want these things unbonded.
Like unattune?
Oh, yes, like this.
Oh.
Well,
I don't think that's quite what's going on here.
Well, sure, one time we had this shield, that had a spirit, well, it was a sentient shield, and it was, on this kid, this child up in Skembra, who did not want it, but the shield was, attached, and my mother had a couple hours worth of chat with the child and the shield. We came away with the shield, sold it later. We were, very much richer after this.
Sounds like it could help us.
Yes, I will. If she was here, I would get her for you. But weirdly, you keep missing her.
Convenient.
Weird.
It seems whenever you are gone, she is here, and whenever you are here, she is gone. Well, my father and her go on these, expeditions to return magical items to the store. So.
How's it going with my morning axe?
Yes, it is good. Though the DM does not remember what you wanted him to do with it.
I wanted to have it come out of a flute.
Oh,
and
yes.
then instead of a command word, I go.
No, I've done a little bit of work on it. The tuning might not be great, but here you are.
Well, I can play with the tuning. So here's the thing. I probably should have said this beforehand. I only have like 1,000 gold, so I'm not sure how much this sort of thing's gonna cost.
Oh, I was working on it in my free time. We'll call it 200.
All right, here's your money. Thank you very much. And I give it a little test play.
It's definitely tuned weirdly. You can tell that it wasn't made by somebody who really knows how to make a flute. But sound does come out.
All right, I'm gonna spend some time working on it. The tune, is it like, am I able to adjust the tuning myself, or because it's magical I cannot?
You probably could, yeah.
All right, great. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I wanted.
I am glad to have been of service. Is there anything else that you would all need?
That's everything I came here for.
I could I could write down for my mother to have her talk when she is back, and if you are back at the same time, to have a conversation about this debonding thing.
At this point, we'd be willing to pay for her to come to us.
Oh, you likely would. She does not work for free.
Right. Debonding is probably more important over there, a gesture to turn, than here, a gesture to the...
Yes, well, I can write it down. I do not know when she will be back. They were going to they were going back up to Skembra, actually, at the moment, to...
let's say hold on it, because we're gonna go talk to the college about...
Right. Well, I will make a note either way. Just so I remember.
Alright. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm just thinking, guys, like, time is of the essence with this.
Very good.
Cool. See you later, guys. I'm working.
Yes, we shall work. It has been a very busy morning, actually.
Oh.
As he, sort of takes you to the back and you start getting ready.
Should I get ready do I need to go to work, or do I?
You've got more time. You're working the evening shift. Una's in the afternoon, so.
Alright. Well, gang, are we going to Felfrit?
Off we go, I suppose.
The boys tear up Felfrit.
All of us turn walk.
Cool. Yeah, you head off. Tether, you make your way up to the tree, and you are met by a row of squirrels. Oh. Squirrels talking.
Chelsea
to
was like,
each other.
I don't need to deal with this bullshit.
I'm Turn now. Turn is Tether. Una is
Now everyone's somebody
Tether
else.
is Una.
Gotta pee.
Shandi
Sorry.
is still Shandi.
Yeah, there's a row of squirrels and they're like sort of chittering at each other.
Now they have spell slots.
Oh,
Just cast it.
you are frozen. Video
Oh, no.
wise.
Why?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, but the video's gone.
So weird. Maybe we'll be back. Anyway, I'll just cast Speak with Animals. Hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
You cut out there.
How's it going? How are you?
Oh, good. I just got back from a mission thing. I heard about your battles. Sorry I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, no. This is the leader again, like the guy you
Yeah.
talked to last night. Yeah, no, it's okay. You're a new member, so you weren't expected to necessarily come to the battles. So
I just have a proposal for you guys.
yeah.
There's a lot of overgrowth and stuff at where I'm staying. It seems like a good place for you guys. You're more than welcome to like live around the house, on the house, in my room.
Oh, well, that's actually really nice of you. Because we're actually about to just get ready. Because we've got the lower part of the tree. That's ours right now. We're gearing up for another fight against the damn chipmunks that live up higher. So,
Maybe to prevent loss of life, why don't we just like head over? It's also easier because I get a lot of leftovers from the meal hall to just like throw them out and you guys can have them.
wow. Okay.
Also, there's a lot of poisonous and deadly plants around. I'll point them out to you guys,
Oh, yeah,
but
look.
that'll keep a lot of predators away.
Yeah, okay. That's good. We'll have to really warn Bunkle over there because he'll eat anything.
Yeah, really, really Warren Bunkle. Also, I had an idea, like, back when we first met, but, like, a lot of stuff happened. Like, what if we, like, had a group, like, dance or something? I don't know, like, hey, we're here, blah, 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 blah.
We don't, we've been told, that dancing shows weakness, so we've just got to pose. Do you want to see the pose?
Yes.
Okay, guys, we're posing! Everybody, we're posing! And so there's like 8 squirrels now out on the thing, and they start like wrestling all over each other, and they form sort of like a pyramid, but they've got like their backs turned and their arms crossed. One of them's got his little fingers out like this, and one of them has just a stick, and he's got it raised above his head. It's pretty unorganized.
I think we can make that better. Also, can I be, like, added in? Like, you guys can
Oh,
do
yeah,
it
you
on
could
top of my head.
Because you got the big thing. Oh, we should absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's figure out a pose. For sure, let's figure out a pose. Okay, well, alright, boys. We're moving house. Pour one out for the ones we lost to try to get this house. We got a better house now, and it's with our new member, Tangle.
Tether?
Tether.
I can make tangles.
Good. Cool. Alright, let's get on Tether's head. And they all sort of like crawl up onto your head. So it's heavy.
Cool.
There's like 8 squirrels up in there.
That's all I want.
Alright. Take us home, Tether. If you're doing, I mean, I can't see you, so I don't know
Oh,
what you're
I
doing.
forgot. Oh, I was just doing a walking. Cool. Yeah, I'll walk.
Alright, you take him home. Cool. Felfrit boys. Start thinking of the pose, Michael. Whatever you want the pose to be. Also, maybe reset your camera.
Okay.
Felfrit boys.
Felfrit boys. You're heading to Felfrit. Yeah, there. You're good, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, you make your way across the bridge to Felfrit, and you are on the campus. Where do you want to go?
Alright, let's see. We need somebody who knows about curses. What area of academia would that be?
Is it like a campus directory somewhere?
Or would we go to like a nurse for that kind of thing? Is that like the sick ward?
We could just ask someone.
Yeah, are there any like people around?
Yeah, there's students walking all over the place.
All right, I'll roll up to a student who's just random person walking
Sure.
by.
Yeah, you got a gnome walking by. A
Excuse
gnome and
me.
a halfling are talking to each other. Yeah?
Excuse me. Do you know where I could find someone who might know about like curse magic around here?
Yeah,
A professor.
Yeah, if you're talking about curses, you want to go to find Professor Morduel.
Morduel?
Morduel
All right. Any idea which like building?
nods at one of the taller towers. Top floor. Can't miss
Thanks a
it.
bunch.
I guess you could.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah. And they walk on past.
Seems like some people from this college are kind of cool.
You know, they struck me as rather rude, but at least they were helpful enough. Let's go find this more duel.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, you head on into the tower. Not a whole lot of security. They just sort of let you in. Then again, not a whole lot of security at your school either. You make your way up the tower, and there's students like passing back and forth. This place is like much more updated than your campus. Like everything's pretty well made and pretty clean. But the higher and higher you get, the older and older things start to become, and the less and less students seem to be walking around. Until, as you're getting close to the top floor, it's pretty much empty, and it doesn't look like it's been cleaned in too long.
Okay. Kind of weird.
You hear an explosion through beyond the top door on the staircase.
I suppose that's where we're headed.
Yeah, alright, here we go. We'll knock on the door.
Yes, enter.
Professor Morduel?
Yes.
What am I seeing? Who is Professor Morduel?
So, as you enter into the room, you see standing on a stool is a gnomish figure. Large white and black hair sort of sticking out. You can see their hands are in front of their face, and they're facing the opposite direction. Yes, I enter. Just a moment. And they turn around, and you can see that this just like large red and black glowing mask seems to be affixed to their front of their face, and they're trying to pull it off.
Oh, is now a bad time?
No. Come on in. I can't see you, per se, at the moment, but I can hear you, and that's what matters.
Right, we're students from, another nearby college.
Yeah, sure, yes.
We were told you're a bit of an expert on curses and such.
Yes, I do, in fact. Well, curses maybe not, but cursed items. That is what I've studied my entire life.
Right, we were curious if we could, procure your services to remove a cursed item.
Well, speaking of removing a cursed item, are any of you particularly pure of heart?
I don't...
Turns and looks at Turn.
Yeah, we'll both just look at Turn.
You know, I've often been called pure of heart before by I don't really know who. Why?
Well, that's good, you're pure of heart. Are any of you pure of body?
Don't know what that means.
I'm not quite sure what it means either.
Like, abstain from alcohol and toxins? Because we did all get poisoned earlier this week.
And I've definitely drank before.
Alright,
Oh, wait, or does it mean the other one?
What other one?
You know.
Oh! Well, I don't know. In order to remove this mask, one pure of heart and one pure of body must remove it, but I'm neither, it seems. So...
No, it's just not working because you're not two people.
All right, Pure of Heart 1. Come here. All right, you grab the top, I'll grab the bottom. All right, it seems I am not pure of body, or you're not pure of heart.
We might as well just use process of elimination here. I'm gonna walk over and also touch it.
All right, pull.
Turn, you pull as well.
I've got a couple of questions about Shandi.
Personal question.
Does Shandi drink?
No.
Okay, does Shandi take drugs or ability-enhancing supplements?
Does magic count?
No.
Shandi has been on a strict dietary regimen for his entire life.
All right. Boom! The mask gets pulled straight off into your hands. Ah, yes! Yes! You can see beneath it, it's the face of a gnomish man. He's a big bushy goatee and a very long, untrimmed mustache that's sort of bushy at the ends as well. Was likely once black, but it is turning fairly gray and white these days. He has very thick, sort of Eugene Levy-esque eyebrows. Hey, you've done it! Ah! Ooh! Well, cursed items galore in front of me. You...
Wait, what?
Well, that thing, and he points at your hip.
Oh, totally, yeah.
That's a bummer. Those things I can tell are cursed, and quite cursed at that. And some would call that earring that you have on there cursed. Though it's a light one.
Well, we're here about those, primarily.
Great!
Yeah, those are the main one up there.
They're the ears upon your head, Mr. Pure of Heart.
Oh, these? No, they help me see in the dark.
They do other things as well. Do you have two tails?
Yeah, for better balance, you know. One tail is like great, but two tails, amazing.
Come here. Here.
Oh,
And
alright.
could you crouch for me? And he starts just like grabbing your ears and like pretty roughly like looking at them.
Just give me a wet willy.
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of a reverse, it looked like.
Does this hurt?
Does it?
Yeah.
No.
What about this? And he starts yanking them.
A little bit. I don't think they come off that way.
Turn around.
Alright.
And he grabs you and yanks your tail. How about that? Oh, whoa! All right, well, this is quite advanced.
That was strange. I never made a sound like that in my life.
I guess I'd have to assume it's a side effect of. 1 second. And he sort of uses your head as leverage to like step off of his stool onto a table in front of him. He starts walking across it, kicking stuff off, looking up and around. It's like, ah! He pulls out this magnifying glass and then walks back to you. Kaleidoscopes the magnifying glass out. Just starts looking through it. Alright. Triple hex lock and drifting and ooh, there's a nasty piece of work here. Yep, those are cursed, all right.
These?
Yes.
No.
Oh yes, very cursed.
They couldn't be cursed. Then why do they help me do things? Like climb and see in the dark?
Well, unfortunately, they will very slowly, but very deliberately, turn you into nothing more than a pink house cat. And cats
don't
can
see the
see in the
curse.
dark and climb as well. Well, if you'd like to become a house cat, then well, by all means.
That might be nice. Lay in the sun all day. Walk around.
No, Turn, I can see how you would think that, but think of what you'd be giving up.
Cats can't wear backpacks.
Ah,
Well, they could. Just very small ones.
a cat would have no use for a rain catcher.
Well,
Right, but I'd have an entire different lifestyle as a cat. Just
Couldn't play the flute.
that's true.
carefree, go
You'd be
where I
mortal enemies with birds.
want. You like birds, but I don't have to. If I'm a cat, maybe I could be friendly to birds.
Well, one way or the other, they're cursed, and they're quite powerfully cursed. Whoever cursed them made sure to put all sorts of nasty ingredients in there. In fact, this is one of the most advanced cursed items I've ever seen in my entire life.
Thank you.
How much would it cost us to get you to remove it?
Oh, I couldn't, even if I wanted to.
Ah, shit.
I mean, I could take some time and study it a bit, maybe give you some forays into curse removal, but that's not my specialty. I don't remove curses, I study curses. Do you have any idea who made this?
We found it in the basement.
Just a basement. Whose basement?
Was it the kid with the... Did we determine it was the kid with the candy?
Well, it was in his room.
The kid with the candy, you say?
You know Mel?
Is that his name?
A kid with the candy
Well,
causes one.
There was a kid with candy who came in here. Was it either a week ago or 3 years ago? Hard to say. He came in here and he had a couple of questions about some ancient curse techniques. I'm very sure I shared what I knew. He seemed to absorb it quite well despite being fairly young, from what I could tell. He did have quite a bit of candy on him. Blonde, yay high, laughed a lot.
Did he, when he spoke to you, did he sound like, hey, teach me about curses?
Well, yes, not exactly like he didn't have the accent, but...
Right. What, I don't speak with an accent, do I?
Well, your accent is different than my accent.
Everyone
It's different
speaks
than
with
his
an accent.
accent.
We sound the same, I think. Alright.
Yeah, no, that sounds like him. Damn it.
You're telling me he made this?
Seems like it.
Well, if he did, he's quite an expert cursed item creator. He was very young. I mean, honestly, I'm impressed.
He kept putting the candy in people's mouth and it would kill them.
Ooh, that's a little gruesome, isn't it?
Or worse.
Or worse, yeah, kind of wiped their brain.
It also mutated a giant eel.
Oh, I forgot about the eel. Yeah, that like almost killed me.
Well, very gruesome. As many cursed items often are.
I don't suppose you could give me a rundown of this one?
I'd have to take some more time to study it, but,
Oh, what
I
time
mean-
is it actually? Do I need to...
like 2 p.m.?
Oh. Yeah, no, right, we're good.
Yes, well,
I doubt the bar's getting a lot of action at 2 p.m.
You know, I'd have to study what you're interested in finding out. What it does, how it does what it does, ways it was created, the specific cursing techniques used to create it. I mean, what are you looking for? Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Between you, me, these two, and it, it's a little sentient.
The ears?
No, the
Oh, that thing! Sorry, I thought we were talking about the ears. That thing is sentient, you say?
Either that or it contains a sentience?
It does look like a containment unit of sorts.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a containment unit, alright. You can probably hear us right now.
Ooh, what is it?
Calls himself Balthazar.
Spooky!
Claims demon heritage.
Ooh, a demon! Very exciting. I haven't gotten to deal with a demonic entity trapped in an object for a number of years, or weeks.
Claims to have some souls with him, too.
Well, that would track for demons, I suppose.
Alright, well, as long as it tracks, I mean... Sean D, I don't know how you feel, but I think that's kind of reassuring.
If you left it here, I could study it for you a bit.
No can do.
Catch.
You sure?
No, if I leave it, it'll come with me.
Oh, it's bonded to you, as so many sentient items do, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it will come with one of us.
Well,
Seems to be me recently.
right, well, I mean... Sorry I can't help you there.
Well, maybe I'll come back sometime. It doesn't seem particularly dangerous at the moment.
Alright. Well, as far as the curse protection upon this thing. And not only does it have its initial curse and a very simple binding ritual attached to it, but it also has a triple hex lock over a reverse fang scythe proliferation. So
Wait, are we on the ears?
the ears, yes, I don't know about that. So it'd be quite difficult to remove. You could always try to destroy the item while it is bonded to Mr. Pure of Heart, but that does risk damaging him in the process.
I'm pretty tough. I can take it, I think.
Well, if it's made you grow a tail, it's fairly deeply embedded in you, but if you're willing to take the risk...
I mean, what would it entail?
Well, it takes a lot to destroy a magical item. Usually a powerful arcane user, someone who could create a strong magical item, could also destroy a strong magical item. There's all sorts of powerful wizards here at Felford College. I'm sure you could find someone who would be willing to do it. Although they have that pesky moral compass standing in the way and be worried about your friend's safety, some of them might refuse.
We're not super popular around here. I don't know if you follow the blast ball scene.
Neither am I suppose. People do things for me. I suppose I'm a tenured professor. So, not that I've taught a class in a number of years. No one signs up for my classes anymore. I suppose after I made, well, that jar snake attack a student the couple of years back, I suppose I understand, but, you know, you'd think they'd have a better sense of humor.
You'd fit right in at our college.
Which college?
Hagen.
I don't know Hagen.
Hagen Estate, down south, bright futures.
Well, I'm sure you do have bright futures.
Oh, that's right. You don't know how long you've been in this room. Bright futures might slipped under your radar.
For all we know, he's been trying to get that mask off for several years.
Well, I don't think it was years. It was... I only slept a couple times.
Oh.
Well, thank you. I mean,
yes. But if you have access to a library, these curse techniques are likely within books in any given library, but the combination and the techniques used to sort of interlock them might be harder to determine, to decipher.
I don't suppose. Shandi, turn. You got anything?
Hey, if you need to rip it off, if you think it's for the best, go right ahead.
Well, I mean...
I still think that should be our last resort.
Right.
Over here we may ask around a bit more.
Yes, if you go to the School of Enchantment, they might know a thing or two.
I'm a little curious. Do you have any colleagues who know about demons?
Oh, yes, there's a demonology department.
Yeah, I mean, while we're here, I might want to ask around about
In that direction as well.
the name I got.
Yes.
Although, I don't think demon names are super.
Well, demon names are, I've been told, of utmost importance, but they don't give them out freely, so my guess is the name you've been given is not its true name.
Right.
But if it's sentient and able to communicate, it's probably a big deal.
Little fickle about that sometimes.
Well, it's not talked to me yet, so I suppose it plays favorites.
You gonna say anything?
Silence from the hourglass.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, very well. I shall get back to my studies. If you have any need of me, or if you'd like to leave something here for me to look at, then, I mean, if Mr. Pure of Heart would like to stay, I could probably examine him a bit more, try to help you out more while you go gallivant or do whatever you'd like to do.
Sure, I've got nothing to do. If you want me to sit around, you can...
There will be some poking and prodding, I will warn you this.
I've had worse.
I like your spirit!
Thanks.
Very
Sean,
well.
do you want to come with me for demonology, or
Yeah,
and then come back and pick
oh.
up turn?
Yes, just don't attach anything to him.
I will not
Yeah.
attach anything I cannot remove.
Let's
Yeah,
see how
we
many
don't-
things we can stick to me.
No,
No, you don't want that.
that'd be a great character, an NPC though. So many cursed items, trying to share one house. They'll have different agendas and shit.
NPC, that's my next character.
Yeah, I don't want any levels. I just want 8 cursed items.
Yeah.
Well, you have to start with your warlock.
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh.
that's sounding a lawsuit level similar to Elril, but instead of cursed items, it's just entities living inside of it.
Yeah.
Poor boy Elril.
Alright, so you leave Turn behind for some more poking and prodding while the two of you head off and try to find the Demonology Department or the Enchantment School of Enchantment. Where are you going?
Do we have time for both, or do we need to split up?
I mean, classes are bound to happen here at some point, so they'll likely become busy soonish. It's up to
Do
you.
you want to do enchantment? I'll do demonology. What with the demon on my hip?
I could go with whoever wants to see the Demonologist. I'm happy to hear what they want to see.
Oh, you're chatting now, are you?
Oh, I didn't want to chat to the old man. Oof, positively reeked, I guess. I can't smell from in here.
He was one of the nicer people we've met, though.
Exactly. Ugh, nice people. Oh!
I'll take enchantment.
All right. Come on, B-Man. We're going for a walk.
B-Man, of course, Seppi, let's do it. Cool, we'll head to Enchantment first. School of Enchantment is one of the larger buildings here on Felfort College. It's one of the things they specialize in, actually. So it's a sprawling building with a courtyard in the center. You can see several classrooms with people teaching, as well as people out in the courtyard either just sort of walking around and hanging out, eating food, or practicing their enchantment.
Does anybody look like they are in a position of authority at all?
Yeah, I mean, in one of the classrooms that there is a dragonborn woman who seems to be setting up for like a lab is the closest thing I could say. She's laying out feathers on a bunch of different tables, as well as a wand next to them.
I'm gonna approach her. Hello.
You're not one of my students.
No, I don't attend this school, but I did have a question for you regarding a cursed object that has bonded itself to my friend.
I'm sorry if you're not enrolled in the school. I don't know why you're here. She sort of pushes up her framed, horn-rimmed glasses across her silver scales.
Well, I'm a seeker of knowledge, much like yourself. I actually do attend a school, just not this one.
Which school?
Hagen Estate.
Oh, well, you should have said so in the first place. A cursed item, you say? Unfortunately, I am not in charge of cursed items. You'll want to look for Professor Mordul up in the top of it.
We spoke with him. He told us to seek somebody from this department to perhaps aid us in removing a cursed item that's embedded itself into our friend.
Yes, well, what sort of curse protection is on the item?
Could you remind me what he said? Hexlock?
A triple hexlock and a reverse Forsyth proliferation.
A triple hexlock and a reversed Forsyth proliferation?
Well, that's intense. What sort of item is it?
It's a set of cat ears.
Cat ears.
They're a tail as well. They're pink.
Yes. Well, alright. I know about ways we could destroy that item. As far as removing the curse, I'm not an expert in that field, nor do I know anyone in my department who would be. I'd hope that our curse expert would be able to, but item destruction is something I could help you with.
And you wouldn't have any qualms about destroying the item while it was still attached?
Might be risky. I don't
I believe he did say he was willing to accept the risk, but...
Well, if he's willing to accept the risk, I suppose. I'm a little hesitant. I have a class starting fairly soon, but what I could do is put you in contact with, well, the best curse remover in the business as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that'd be very helpful.
They live in Karth.
Ah. Well, that's quite a walk.
Yes. I believe the
Field trip!
teleportation circles in town would be able to take you somewhat near his location, but it is in Karth. She says this with, like, distaste.
Well, any information about where to locate them would be much appreciated,
Yes.
if only to investigate further on down the road.
Well, I can write down some information for you here. She takes out a piece of paper, and she sure writes something, and it's something I've written before, but I don't remember where. So for now, let's say she gives you a piece of paper.
Okay.
It's in one of my session plans. I just don't remember which one.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
If this doesn't prove fruitful, I suppose we'll be back to have you destroy it.
I hope it proves fruitful.
Oh, enjoy your class.
I will. Sorry. Okay, yes, I have information. It is the Shrine of Purity in northern Karth.
Okay.
The teleportation circle you want is to the Tamori monasteries in the Arch Mountains.
Got it. Tamori Monasteries. Alright, I guess I'll go look for Septon now.
Cool. Septon! You make your way to the demonology department. There's only one room devoted to demonology. And as you enter, you're sort of taken aback instantly as taxidermy demons line the walls. There are bones and severed heads mounted on plaques. And you see a big half-orc man with white sideburns and, like, a safari hat on. Sort of just leaning back in a chair with his feet up on his desk. Next class ain't for 15 minutes.
I was hoping I could discuss something with you in office hours.
Suppose so. Come on in.
Did you do all this?
Oh yeah, me and
How does that mean?
me and my crew back in the day.
Septon's just gonna look down and be like, how does that make you feel?
Conspicuously no answer from the hourglass.
I'm not a student here, actually. From a nearby school. Hagen Estate down south. Raging Blast Ball.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I saw the blast ball game. You were, our boys gave you quite the pounding.
Yeah, we got beat. That being said, here and a little more academic, I think I might have ran into a demon recently.
Well, Dr. Russell Keene is the man you want to talk to.
And
That'd be me.
great. Nice to meet you, Dr. Russell Keene.
You can call
Septon-
me Dr. Russ.
Dr. Russ, got it. Septon Xanthus. Self.
Nice to meet you, kid.
What do you know about a demon who gave me the name Balthazar? Anything
Balthazar.
familiar?
Balthazar. Can't say
Symbol-
it's not there. Single what?
Symbol of a moon attached to that name,
Moon.
maybe?
Moon.
Crescent moon?
And he reaches
Silver?
He reaches below the desk and he pulls out this giant crossbow made out of bones. Duck!
What?
Duck! And he shoots off a crossbow bolt with a rope attached to it into a very thickly bound book above you. He starts pulling a crank and the book shoots back. Balthazar. Now there's about 40 different demons by the name of Balthazar.
Ah, shit.
28 of them are dead. Like, for good
Okay.
dead. 10 of them are missing. And just haven't been heard from in a long time. And the rest of them are, whereabouts either known and unharmful, or known and currently being worshipped by cults.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about this, Balthazar?
Status contained?
Here he is.
Contained. Contained. Yep. Not much in the way of demon containment in Balthazar, unfortunately.
And Septon's gonna set the hourglass on the desk.
Oh, and he's here.
And not a talkative fellow whenever other people are around.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess he would be. Me and my buddies back in the day used to be #1 demon slayers in Zymor, so he should be shaking in his boots, if he has them.
He keeps offering favors.
No, favors. That's more of a devil thing, really.
Oh. Didn't realize that.
Not to say that demons don't do it, but yeah, typically that's a behavior you'd find out of a devil.
Basically, we were doing some exploring. We heard a voice. When we broke into a wall, we discovered this here. It has continued to talk.
Down south by Wilter's Watch?
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I don't know personally, but one of my old buddies, he said, we still keep in touch. Those of us who are still alive, he said, well, it was a number of years ago now. Like, very, very long time. Some sort of sealing of a demon down in those parts. Demon you never heard of before. Fairly powerful, but didn't seem to be doing much with his power. He had a bit of a cult going on down there, mostly dwarves.
Huh. Mostly dwarves.
Didn't go by the name Balthazar back then, seems like.
Right. Well, anyway, we broke the wall, found this, and now it won't stop following us.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, I owe you, you got me out.
That's also not very devil-like or demon-like behavior. You know, most demons, they're beings of chaos, so they'll take what they can get whenever they can get it. My guess is it's still sort of trapped. It's trying to use you to get out.
Right. He keeps telling me to flip the hourglass. I don't want to do it.
I advise heavily against doing it.
Do you have any recommendations?
Are you trying to get rid of the thing? Because I could probably kill it for you.
I mean, kinda. I mean, it is contained, which is good, but we don't. Right, we don't lead super safe lives. 3 of us have died already, and come back. Don't worry about it.
Not worried.
But like, it seems like a dangerous thing to keep around. I was hoping maybe you could recommend something.
Keep it locked in a safe place, unless it's able to get out of that safe place. Which
It
I
is.
imagine it can. Well, best bet, I'd say, is kill the damn thing. That's what I'd like to do, usually. You can probably tell.
Yeah, no. This is impressive, I'm gonna be honest.
But, if you're not comfortable with the killing of the damn thing, then, if it's asking you for favors and trying to offer things to you, unless it's actually a devil pretending to be a demon, then I guess it's not able to do all the things it wants to do at the moment. Keep it in its current state, you're probably fine. I've not known many demons to play the long con. That's devil activity right there. Demons, they want what they can get right away.
Anything to add to the conversation? Addressing the hourglass.
Well, I think you've done fine work here, Russ. Oh, he speaks! Now, Balthazar, if I had the go-ahead, I'd mount your head right on this wall. It would liven the place up. Feel free, give it a shot. What do you say, kid?
Don't-
Should I?
Dr. Russ, I'm a little nervous about this. We are in the middle of a city of, a lot of people. A lot of people could get hurt if we just start summoning demons in the middle of a college.
Oh, yeah, but think of how fun it would be, kid.
A lot of my friends are nearby.
Bring them in. They can watch. Balthazar, you still listening? No, I couldn't tear myself away from the sound of your sonorous voice. Seems like you used to go by the name Lethelian? Oh, yes, that does ring familiar. Why'd you change? Oh, such a drab old name reminded me of my past. Thought I'd let it go, freshen up for the new era. Much more talkative than most of the demons I've met.
Wait, Dr. Russ, is this a demon, or...
Well, I mean, I couldn't know for sure without doing some, very specific tests. Here, put it in the middle of the table. He's gonna put his hand on it. He's gonna close his eyes, he's gonna reach into his shirt, and he's gonna pull out a symbol of Palor.
Septon's just going, please don't flip it, please don't flip it, please don't flip it, please don't flip it.
He closes his eyes and murmurs to himself, and you can see, through his closed eyes, some light flash. Oh, yep, that's demon.
Oh. Alright, well, identifying is good, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't identify, it was my channeling some of my divinity right there.
Right.
Man, I'm a man of the sun, what can I say?
Does Septon recognize a symbol of Palor?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Just pulled out a necklace shaped like the sun, and
I mean, I think Septon could put together what's
Yeah.
going on, but not Palor specific. I'll be honest. This feels way above my pay grade.
yeah, it probably is, kid. But hey,
What
if
if-
it's following you around, nothing we can do about that except kill the bastard.
Do you think there's any chance he, like, gets out if I just keep him and don't let it flip and
Oh,
such?
there's always a chance.
Fuck.
But hey, if I didn't know about this guy before, it's probably not that big a deal. Probably some sort of minor demon masquerading as one with more power than he's got. You know, with the... He's giving me Grazitz vibes. You know, that demon prince of seduction that the Citadel trapped. He's probably heard all them stories about that guy's trying to model himself after him. Oh, that old man? Well, he may have been seductive, but when it came to revelry, he did not know how to throw a party.
Okay, he keeps talking about parties.
Yeah, well, it says something about his cult here in my friend's notes. They were all about them parties and orgies and celebration all the time, 24/7. So I'd have to guess that his whole thing, debauchery, partying.
So, Dr. Russ, would you be interested in fighting this here demon?
Ooh, would I?
Perhaps we could arrange something between our two institutions.
Man, we can figure something out.
An olive branch after the blast ball rivalry. You know, you and some members of us would deal with the demon problem.
I could even get my old crew back together, so see if we can throw something together. Why don't you have your headmaster talk to my headmaster? We can figure something out. I've been itching to kill a demon. It's been too long. Far too long.
I'm not sure how the headmasters would feel, but with your endorsement, could
yeah.
be interesting.
I'll talk to mine.
Well, I suppose I need to talk to the headmaster whose name I keep forgetting.
Ooh, this will be fun. I better start warming up. Hear that, Balthazar? You and me, we're gonna tango. I do so look forward to it. You seem a good dance partner. Great way to get myself back out into the world.
Is the cockiness normal from the demons?
Well, most of the demons I've fought snarled their heads off till their heads weren't on their bodies anymore, so, intelligent ones tend to think highly of themselves, but I'm getting the sense this one's overconfident. Oh yes, that sounds like me. Overconfident. I'll be such an easy kill for you, Russ.
Well, thank you for your time. I think you have a class.
Yeah,
now.
I do. They're coming in. You can see students sort of starting to file in.
Oh, am I in a classroom? I thought I was in an office.
They double here.
Alright, I should get out of here. Do I recognize anybody in the class?
Not
Eggy?
at first sight, no.
Eggy Boy's not here?
No, Arlith is not here.
Or the one cool Dragonborn?
Unzeka isn't here either. She was a lizard folk also.
Lizard folk.
Nope. Neither of them seem to be here. Well, you get talking to your headmaster. I need to stretch my legs.
Alright then, I will put in a word.
Sit down and shut up!
Thanks a lot, Dr. Russ.
Anytime. He starts barking at his students.
Septon's gonna get off here.
Cool. Yeah, you meet up with Sean D again.
I may have just agreed to like a joint demon hunt.
Oh. I may have just agreed to have us all sent to Karth.
We got some stuff to add to the list.
Yes, we do. Let's go get Turn.
Yeah, you go back up to Turn, who's not... He doesn't have any more cursed items attached to him, but the professor does have more cursed items attached to him now. Figured out some things. Very exciting.
And you don't need our assistance to get any of these off?
Oh. Oh! Huh. He's got, like, a half glove on and then a bracelet. I didn't even... When did that happen? Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Very well. Turn. We've gotten all we need. So we should probably get going before our dear friend, Egg Boy, catches wind of us.
Alright. See you later, Professor.
So long, Mr. Beer of Heart. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. If your condition worsens, I'd love to see in what way it does.
Alright.
Oh, I should say I thought of another thing that you could do.
Yes.
There is a curse breaker in town.
Oh.
She does not work for cheap, and she does not work legally. So.
Oh,
Well, if we needed to find this person, not that we would ever do something illegal, how and where might we contact them?
You might want to ask around in Flatfish Junction.
Ah, Greg mentioned.
There's a talk about the curse breaker, and, well, you should be ready to deal with the Shaded Alley.
Greg mentioned that.
I don't know if she'll be able to handle something of this caliber. I haven't worked with her myself, but I have heard tell that she's in the town.
one more for the list then.
Got a lot of stuff on the list.
Well, oh, she has piercings, lip piercings.
Lip piercing.
Yes.
They wouldn't have to be 3 different colors, would they?
I don't know that.
Well, I'm sure we'll find somebody who's met with her before and clear everything up.
Well, I hope it goes well and you're not killed by the Shaded Alley.
Oh, I hope not either.
Best of luck to you.
Farewell.
He starts just taking a hammer and hitting the bracelet on his hand.
All right.
All right, where are you off to?
Septon, do you have to go to work yet? Or...
I should probably head over soon, yeah. No harm in getting there early, I guess. Although, what is it, like 4 o'clock?
Yeah. But, you know,
Fine.
Greg pays well for extra work.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. People might show up for early dinner. 5 o'clock, work ends.
So what,
Happy
it's like
hour.
a Saturday night?
Saturday, 5.
Yeah.
People's... Yeah, I should probably head over. Are you gonna go back home, or...
Well,
Could probably make it before sundown.
it depends on you, Turn. Would you like to investigate these cat ears further, or would you rather wait and we with everyone else and decided on a plan of action? We have a lot of options right now.
I don't really mind either way. Whatever you'd suppose. This cat ears thing seems to be your investigation, so
It concerns you. That one might say primarily concerns you, but I do
I'm not
think we should,
concerned at all.
if we're going to delve into potentially criminal activities or teleport ourselves halfway across the world, it's something we should consult with the rest of the group with beforehand, so I'm fine to head back to school if you are.
Alright, let's take the long way back.
Very well, the scenic route.
Cool. Alright, yeah, as you head off to work, Septon, the two of you make your way home. You witness as much as you can the sunset on this sort of overcast day. But you make it home. It takes a little while. It's definitely past sundown by the time you get back. And you return home to see Tether rehearsing with a bunch of squirrels outside your house.
Oh, guys, look at this.
Heather, is this nut gang?
1, 2, 3, and okay. So the pose is we have 3 of them on the dome, doing like strongman poses. Then two people on top on their shoulders doing back to back, and then the leader is on the top of them doing like a this with the stick in the air.
Great.
And then when they like strike their pose, the 2 other squirrels come from the underside of my mushroom cap upside down and go. And I go,
Awesome.
Was very intimidating.
Yes, great work.
guys, they say it's super intimidating.
Yeah! We're Acorn Gang! We're gonna get them! We're gonna get them!
Like all that cut out, got none of that.
Yeah.
Acorn Gang! We're gonna get them! We're gonna get them! Especially that bird guy!
Yeah, they
Heather,
live
did
here now.
something happen to that tree right over there? Because there was a nest of grosbeaks living in the top of that tree, and they said they got upset. Something disturbed their nest the other day. That wouldn't have to do with your little nut gang now, would it?
Oh, is the tree over there near the tower?
Aye.
Oh, well, apparently, well, not apparently, we know what happened. A bunch of people started going into their home, so people displaced them from their territory, so they had to find new territory, and so they started battling the chipmunks on that tree. But then I told them, hey, let's stop with the fighting and move to a more, what's the word? Neutral ground.
Alright. Well, if this is a standoff, I guess you better see my poses.
What?
I'm going to whip out my flute, give it a little and use my swarm master to just summon a flock of birds to all pose on my horns and arms. What do you think of this?
Oh, fuck! That's a good pose!
But just because that pose is good doesn't mean our pose isn't good.
No,
that's a good pose.
There's more of them. I'm intimidated. They've intimidated me, Tether.
Hey, everything's good. Like, I'm friends with Turn. Maybe you guys can be the most powerful squirrels in the world because you're friends with birds. And you
Fuck
can then
birds!
fly.
Number one rule of the Acorn Gang! Fuck birds!
the first fuck birds, I didn't hear you, but I heard just dissent in the background of, of Michael's mic. Just, fuck birds. All right, I send the birds off. I throw little bird seeds out. It's all right. I was just showing off, I suppose.
No, that was really cool.
Mm.
I think it was really cool.
It's late. Perhaps, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Shandy's already inside.
Did not stop for the pose.
You can see him through the window adding new things to the list.
But how did it go?
It's fine. I must have got poked by an old man. Good night. I step inside.
That
Go
sounds
to bed.
fun. Okay, guys, I know this is like a new area. We did go through all like the poisonous stuff. Like, do you guys want to like find your own place like out and around?
Yeah,
Or do you want to like spend the first night in our room?
No, we can figure it. I'm a little demoralized after that pose off, so I think maybe we gotta go figure something out for ourselves. We'll just make sure Bunkle doesn't eat anything poisonous.
Hey, just let me know if you need anything. My
Yeah.
window's always open.
Yeah.
If you get scared or if like a hawk is trying to hunt you, just like dive in.
Fuck birds!
Just dive in to the window.
Yeah,
and
huh?
you'll be-
Totally. Thanks, Tether.
Okay. No problem. Have fun,
Alright,
guys.
Acorn Gang, move out! They'll hop off. One of them sort of veers off towards a plant, and you just hear, Bunkle! Bunkle, come on! Oh, okay. Hurries after them. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So, your shift ends, Una. Anything you want to do at all?
Go home.
Alright, you head on your way home. It's pretty casual. Except in your shift ends around 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think I'll crash in the
Makes sense. It makes sense.
employee area.
Cool. You sleep through and head home in the morning. You've got another day after that, which, unless you have anything huge planned, probably goes fairly uneventfully. Work more Acorn Gang shenanigans before your next week of school begins. And we will start that next week of school at the top of next session, because that's where we will end tonight's session of Dungeon Party Bright Futures. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know how that beginning part would go, and it went the bad way, so...
It's okay. I should have known it was going to go poorly when I did my test roll at the beginning and roll before.
Fair enough. But we'll see what we can do about that in the future, and your big ol' list. But we will be here next week, I think. I hope. I think we're back to weekly games, which is exciting, so we will make our way through. Yeah. If you're not currently playing a game of Dungeons & Dragons, you should be playing a game of Dungeons & Dragons, because you can have a dear friend die and then hang out with a bunch of cool-ass squirrels. And you can't do that in any other game. So, yeah. That's D&D.
I'm pretty sure you can in Minecraft.
Shit. When are we
What
becoming
about Roblox?
When are we becoming a Minecraft stream, dude?
We got to go back to RL Craft.